Hey, how's it going, y'all? Hope all y'all doing well today. I got no complaints on my behalf, that is for sure. Today, I'm going to be drinking and chatting outside at 8 p.m. on a fall evening, which as a whole, I am very glad to be doing. I have not done an outside stream in, oh man, it's been a couple months. It's probably been over 6 months since the last time I did a stream outside. It got very buggy very quickly in my local area this year, and so as such, well, I haven't done a lot of outside streams this year, but today is the first really real cool night of the fall around me, and there's no mosquitoes out trying to get me right now, and so as such I figured, hey, why not drink a little bit, chat a little bit, and just hang out outside and live stream tonight. And so as such, that's exactly what I'm doing. Hope all y'all are having an amazing one. Hope all y'all are having a great night, morning, afternoon, whatever it may be for y'all. How's it going, Adrenaline Nerd? How's it going, SMTX Ryan? How's it going, Cheat O Flake? How's it going, Kaush Miriam? How's it going, Meow Neko 233? How's it going, High Key? How's it going, Pirate Punk Ass? How's it going, Maple Doozy? How's it going, all y'all? Hope all y'all doing well, you know what I'm saying? Hope all y'all doing well. How's it going, 7%? Yo, 7% of what? 7% strong zero? Hey, now that's what I'm talking about, baby. Yo, how's it going, Matuz? Hope you're doing well, my man. How's it going, Hamilton Keemer? How's it going, Bram TTV? Hope all y'all having an amazing one, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate all y'all stopping by. I'm just going to adjust my camera just a little bit.
Matt donated $10.
Thank you so much for the dono, Matt. I appreciate the dono. Did the TTS come through for y'all? I've got TTS set up right now. Did that come through for y'all? Just let me know if that came through for y'all. If it didn't, I will try to change some audio settings and whatnot. Did I say Keemer? I meant Keener. How's it going, Hamilton? Thank you so much for the $10 dono, Matt. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the $10 dono. I really do appreciate it. And you know, I'm thinking to start off the stream, I am going to be drinking some alcohol today, but to start off the stream, I am wanting a little bit of caffeine. You know, it's 8 o'clock, I've had a full day today, I'm feeling like I want a little bit of caffeine, so y'all know I got me a Dr. Pepper on hand, and I'm going to be drinking it straight. No alcohol, I know, crazy, no alcohol in my Dr. Pepper, but I'm just going to be drinking it straight, and that's the first drink I'm going to be having today, but after that, I'm going to be having some alcohol. Thank you so much for the $10 dono. Once again, Mr. Matt, appreciate the tenor, my man. Hope you're enjoying live stream. Hope you're having a great day. Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate the support. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And the TTS sounds great. All right, bet. Just wanted to make sure. But let's go ahead. Get it opened up. There we go. And let's take a sip of my Dr. P, you know what I'm saying? Man, oh man. No complaints on my behalf. And now that I've got a Dr. Pepper opened up, y'all know what would go pretty good with Dr. Pepper? You know, one of these, or maybe one of these, or maybe one of these. I can't say what they are right now because we're pretty close to the beginning of the live stream. Don't want to get demonetized, but I'm going to leave it up to y'all as to what I have to go with my Dr. Pepper. Should I have one of these right here, Peace Unfiltered? Should I have Woodbine Unfiltered? Should I have Raison Sunpresso or Lambert & Butler Original Silver? I'm leaving it up to y'all. Whichever I see the most of, that's what I'm having. So let me know what y'all think I should have paired with my Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper best soda. Dr. Pepper is so dang good. I love my Dr. Pepper, what can I say? It is just absolutely delicious. I saw somebody online describe Dr. Pepper as being barbecue Sprite, and honestly, I feel like whoever said that was trying to knock Dr. Pepper, but like, there's really no better way of describing Dr. Pepper than that. It's like barbecue Sprite. That's basically what Dr. Pepper is. And it makes so much sense why I like Dr. Pepper so much, because I like the tang, I like the barbecue-ness that Dr. Pepper has, but I also like the sort of Sprite-ness that it has as well. It's so gas, and I am a fan of my Dr. Pepper, I will acknowledge. Yo, holy crap. Thank you so much for the 7 months Prime sub, Mr. Almighty Tevin. Appreciate your continued support, my man. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. Hope you're having a great day. Appreciate the 7-month continuous Prime sub, my man. Appreciate the support. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. Hope you're having a great day. Appreciate the support, my man, and hope you're enjoying the live stream. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What am I seeing? What am I seeing? I'm seeing a couple people say Woodbine. I'm hearing most people, it looks like, says peace. One person said have them all. I think that might be a bit too much for me right now. You know, as we get further on through the stream, I'm not going to say that that won't happen. But all at once, I think that would be a bit much. That would be a bit much. But I'm seeing mainly Woodbine and peace. I think it's a little bit more peace than Woodbine. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with peace to start off with. Then I'll probably have one of the Woodbine Virginia blends, and then we'll probably just continue on from there. I think that's going to be the plan. Now, I do like my unfiltered products, I'll acknowledge. However, I don't like getting tobacco in my mouth. And so as such today, I do have myself a little bit of a pack of filters, so I don't have to worry about getting any tobacco in my mouth or anything like that. I'm just going to go and get one of those out real quick. And,
Kino Dare Toaster.
Whoa.
Donated
Yo.
$10. Much love, much love. Hope you are doing great. I am sure many asked it already, but what was your favorite thing to see in Japan?
Yo, appreciate the tenor. Keener to Toaster. Hope you're enjoying the live stream, my man. Hope you're having a great day as a whole. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the dono, my man. I'm having a great one. Hope you are having an amazing one as well. Of course, appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate the support, my man. And, you're asking, what was my favorite thing to see in Japan? The cigarettes, the tobacco products. I mean, like, it's a pretty obvious answer, I'll acknowledge. But there are many more things besides just that I really enjoyed seeing in Japan. The nature, the surroundings, just exploring the local areas was so much fun to me. I am somebody that when I'm in a new area and I want to explore that area, I find it hard to get bored because I just really like exploring areas that I find interesting. I explored the local area I live in years ago, and it's a lot of fun to kind of relive that, traveling and exploring new areas as well, and I really enjoy doing that, I'll acknowledge. I'd have to say one of my absolute favorite, like, specific things that I really enjoyed seeing that isn't an alcohol product, that isn't a tobacco product, is, without a doubt, the cars and trains in Japan. Now, the cars, kind of an obvious, once again, I'll acknowledge. I do enjoy my vehicles, but trains are something that, while I think they're really cool, I just don't know that much about, and I'm just not as into as cars. But being in Japan, I mean, like, you're constantly surrounded by trains all the time. Even if you're not in Tokyo, there's still a train line not far away, more than likely. And it was just really cool to kind of be like, you know what? I want to go explore. I want to go see these, like, niche train lines that, like, aren't really, like, super big and stuff like that kind of thing, and they just kind of go to one destination, or they're like 3 miles long kind of thing. And I'll have some videos coming up in the future where I do actually go explore 1 or 2 train lines that are literally only like 3 to 4 miles long. That's the entire train line right there, and it's an independent train line as well. It's very interesting stuff. But I'd have to say, I mean, like, favorite thing I saw in Japan: cigarettes, tobacco, alcohol, cars, pretty obvious. But trains and just the nature and just exploring everywhere, I'd have to say overall that was probably my, those were probably my less obvious favorite things to see, I'd have to say. Don't know if I said all of that correctly, but I hope I did. But, I hope I made sense. Thank you so much for the $10 dono. Once again, Mr. Keener to Toaster. Appreciate the support, my man, and hope I could answer your question to the fullest extent. And oh my goodness, thank you so much as well for the $3.25. Mr. Anonymous saying, good evening, much love from Brazil. Hey, how's it going, my man? Hope you're doing well. I hope to try some Brazilian smokes in the future. Maybe a pajeiro. Is it pronounced paljero or pajeiro? The corn husk rolled cigarettes that are so iconic to Brazil. I've tried a corn husk rolled Indonesian cigarette before, but never a Brazilian one. I wouldn't mind giving one a go in the future, I'm not going to lie. Whenever I have the chance to try one, I'm looking forward to doing just that. Appreciate the donut once again, Mr. Anonymous, and hope you're having an amazing night down in Brazil, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir, yes, sir. Did I see any Uma Musume merch when I went to the race courses? I did not. Uma Musume, for context for any of those who haven't heard of it, is a anthropomorphized horse gambling racing gacha game from Japan. There is now an international and English release as well, and it has gained massive amounts of popularity. I've watched the anime. There's also an anime. The anime was fantastic. I haven't actually played the game. I do need to do that. I think it's available for free on Steam, so I might as well do that sometime in the future. That is something I do need to do. But I checked before I went to any of the race courses.
Case Noodles donated $4.20.
Yo.
Can I get a Roll Tide?
Appreciate the dono, my man. I don't know exactly what that means. I'll cover your dono in just a moment, though. But I looked up before I went to any of the race courses as to whether the game and anime Uma Musume had any partnerships with like the JRA or any regional race courses and stuff like that. And while it does seem that they have held events at some race courses, especially with the most recent anime, which is Uma Musume Pretty Derby Cinderella Grey, which focuses on Ogre Cap, the horse and the anime girl now.
Anonymous donated $5. Hope your day went well, Browski. About to mix up some whiskey and cream soda. You should play Red Dead Redemption, it's super fun.
Yo, appreciate the dono, my man. I'll cover your dono in just a moment. Gotta cover everything in order, of course. Little piece of ash went on my computer. Can't be having that, though. But, yeah, Uma Musume, I'm getting my words all jumbled up. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that the game developer of the Uma Musume video game, which is what the anime is based on, is Cygames. And Cygames does not have any partnerships with the JRA, which is the Japan Racing Association, which is what handles the national level of horse racing in Japan. Now, they've done some partnerships with like regional courses to hold events and stuff like that, especially down in like Nagoya, because that's where Ogre Cap got his start as a racing horse. However, other than that, I don't know of any partnerships, and I did not see any Uma Musume merch at the race course. However, the merch that was there, which was not associated with Uma Musume, was pretty dang good. They had some pretty dang good merch at the race courses, so if you want to hit up a race course and you're looking to get some merch, even if it's not Uma Musume merch, there's still some very solid merch out there that you'll probably be able to find and will probably like as well. I only ended up buying a pen, but in retrospect, I could have gotten just so much more than that. Hope I could answer your question to the full extent. Thank you so much once again for the donation, Mr. Case Noodles. Appreciate the dono, my man. You're saying, can I get a Roll Tide? I don't know what that means, I'll acknowledge, but appreciate the dono, my man. Appreciate the $4.20, you know what I'm saying? 420. Hey, got him, you know what I'm saying? And appreciate the dono as well, Jack. You're just saying, please try Hennessy. I've been begging. That's all I drink 7 days a week. Don't be scared. Man, you must have a bigger wallet than me. Hennessy is pretty pricey in my local area, but it is definitely something that I do want to try in the future. I have tried cognac before, which I do believe Hennessy is. I believe Hennessy is a cognac, right? Is it actually just a brandy, or is it a cognac, which is a variety of brandy? I think it is. Isn't Hennessy actually a cognac? I can't remember. I have tried cognac before. It was not my thing, I'll acknowledge. It was not my thing, but Hennessy, such an iconic nameplate. It is, without a doubt, one of the most iconic rapper drinks of all time. And so y'all know, I gotta try it eventually. Don't know when that's gonna happen.
Laney Wakura donated $4.20.
Yo.
If you were Laney Wakura's father, what would you do to prevent her from getting sucked into the Wyatt?
I will answer that question momentarily. But, eventually I do need to try some Henny, I'm not going to lie. Appreciate the dono once again, Jack, and thank you so much as well for the dono, Mr. Anonymous. I'm just saying, hope your day went well, broski. About to mix up some whiskey and cream soda. You should play Red Dead Redemption. It's super fun. Hey, hope you enjoy your whiskey and cream soda, my man. I think I'm going to be having myself a little bit of a whiskey soda myself, except with carbonated water, in a few minutes after I finish off my Dr. Pepper. And you are correct. I absolutely do need to play Red Dead Redemption sometime in the future, I will acknowledge. It is a game that I do want to play eventually. I have not done so yet. Well, no, actually, wait a minute. I have actually played Red Dead Redemption 2 once. I don't own it, but I was over at a friend's house when it first released, and they had it on console, and they were like, yo, let's play some Red Dead. So I played like probably 30 minutes of Red Dead, just rode around on a horse and shot people the entire time. Didn't end up smoking any cigarettes, which is a shame. I didn't end up smoking any cigarettes in Red Dead Redemption, but it is definitely a game I need to play eventually. And whenever I do play it, I think I kind of want to start off with Red Dead Redemption 1 and then move my way to Red Dead Redemption 2 and just play that sometime afterwards. But yeah, no, overall I definitely do need to play RDR. I've heard really good things about it, and Rockstar, they tend to make some pretty good games. They do tend to make some pretty good games on average, I'll acknowledge. Appreciate the dono, Mr. Anonymous, once again, and appreciate the support as well. Sigma Boy 77, you're asking if I poop a lot. Depends on the day. Depends on what I eat. I do have a sensitive stomach, I'll acknowledge. So, you know, if I eat something that bothers me the day before, then, hey, it be what it be kind of thing. But generally speaking, it's like an average amount. Although, I guess everybody's average amount is different. Do I want to go in depth? I shit like once a day. I poop like once a day on average. Let me just be straight up with y'all about that. Big ball of moves, you know what I'm saying? Big ball of moves, what can I say? Appreciate the dono. And appreciate the 100 bits, Mr. Wolf Heroine. Appreciate the 100 bits, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate the support. And Lane Irikura, you're asking if I was Lane's father, what would I do to prevent her from getting sucked into the wired? Well, let me go ahead. Yo, what's up, Lane? How's it going? I heard you calling, so I figured, you know, go ahead and bring you in so you can weigh in on this question when I give my answer. Appreciate you stopping by, Lane. Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much for stopping by. Glad to have you here. So, if I was Lane's father, what would I do to prevent her from getting sucked into the wired? Probably just actually try to have, like, a decent, like, I don't know, parent-child relationship, and, like, be like, yo, like, let's go bowling. Like, let's go play billiards. Let's go to the bar. Let's go to karaoke. Let's go to that car meet. Basically, just try to make it where Lane actually has a somewhat positive, like, parent-child relationship with her parents. And that would be it. I think that would literally be the easiest way to make it where Lane doesn't get sucked into the wired. Because that's honestly what Lane was missing. She was missing a solid, decent parent-child relationship. That's my take, at least. Deadass, her parents did not care. Nah, for real, Caleb, for real. Her parents, well, they're certainly not the worst parents in anime. There are far worse. The parent-child relationship, the positive parent-child relationship, was certainly lacking, without a doubt. How's the weather in my local area? Rocking the sweater only. Over here it's already cold AF. It's probably about like 70, maybe like high 60s, like 68, 69 degrees, something like that. You know, it feels pretty good out here. It's like chilly enough where the bugs aren't coming out and trying to kill me, but it's like good enough where I'm not feeling super cold, I'll acknowledge. I did bring a jacket out here with me just in case. It's just sitting in a crate that I have next to me, and I am wearing a long sleeve under the sweater, and my long sleeve is tucked in, so I'm pretty warm right now. But it's not terrible weather right now by any means. It's pretty nice, I'll acknowledge. Her whole family just felt so absent. I absolutely agree. I mean, like, that's a theme we see in any forms of media that is about, children or young adults or something like that. Like, let's say, like, I'm just trying to think of an example, like Lord of the Flies, for example. It's literally a plot point that they're not with their parents. There's no good story that really, I'm not going to say there's no good story, because there are good stories that happen when parents are around. But most, like, stories that have people that are still supposed to be under the guidance of their parents, in those stories, the parents are just not there for some reason. The kid's in a boarding school. Their parents are absent. Their parents are on a business trip all the time. The parents just always are gone. And I think in Lane, there would literally not be Lane without the parents being pretty absent from the parental-child relationship, frankly put. So it's one of those things where it's just kind of like, it's a plot point. It's a plot point without a doubt. And it's just something that has to be done. Otherwise, there's going to be no story. And that's just kind of how it is. Coming of age, yeah. With coming of age stories, the parents are never really there. That just tends to be how it is. Because otherwise, there would be no story. Excuse me. Got my... I don't know why I'm saying excuse me. I'm excusing myself right now. Because I got some smoke in my eye. And I don't know why I'm saying excuse me, but I am. Not gonna lie though, this is getting me a little bit buzzed. I think this is 2.3 milligrams of nicotine and 28 milligrams, of tar. Now granted, I am using a tar guard right now, or a tar guard knockoff to be precise. I'm not actually using a real tar guard right now. But it is still hitting without a doubt. Yo, how's it going? King456, hope you're doing well, my man. Do I prefer winter or summer? I generally prefer winter. I don't like bugs. And I don't like sweating either. So winter is more my thing. I'm somebody who would much rather bundle up than be sweating and already wearing as little as I can. Ooh. I am going to have to use my... I was about to say I'm going to have to use my knife to get my smoke out, because it was kind of down a little bit where I didn't want to touch it with my fingers, but my knife is not in my pocket. That's not good. I hope I didn't lose it. I hope I didn't lose my knife. That would suck. I quite like my knife. It's a Kershaw Scallion. I carry it every day. If I lose it, if I lost it, it is what it is. I probably just put it down somewhere in my room, and I just forgot to put it back in my pocket. I'm not exactly sure where I put it. Either that or it fell out in my car seat. I'm not sure. I'll have to look for it a little bit later. I'll acknowledge. But, well, good thing is I didn't actually need my knife to do that. I just kind of scraped it on my ashtray just a little bit. Update on the Mercedes. The Mercedes doing good. Running well. I think I need to pump up the tires. I was thinking a couple weeks ago because it started kind of shaking at like 45, 50, but I took it on the highway today and it was just fine once I got to like 70. So I think I honestly just need to pump up my tires, and I think that's the issue. My car was sitting for 3 months when I was in Japan, so probably needs to have the tires pumped up since it's been like another month since I got back, so the tires haven't been pumped up in like probably 6 months total. So I do think I probably just need to fill the tires up. They're probably just a little bit just low. And I think once I do that, they'll be all good. But other than that, Mercedes is running well. I do still need to replace the glow plugs, and that's something I need to do before it gets any colder than it is right now. But once the glow plugs are replaced, hey, it's going to be back to perfect. No complaints on my behalf. Excuse me. Not the Kershaw. It is a W knife. It's as cool as the AKM bayonet from your collection. I do love my AK bayonet. What can I say? I didn't bring it outside with me today, but I do love my AK bayonet. But I don't think I lost it. I don't believe I dropped it anywhere that would have been like out in a park or something like that kind of thing. I hope I didn't. I probably just dropped it in my room or put it on a table and just forgot it in the dining room or something like that kind of thing. I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to take a look around when I go inside to use the bathroom. Yo, appreciate the dono. Oh my goodness, but there's been a dono or two that's come through in the last moment or two. Appreciate the dono, Crazy Eyes. Appreciate the dono, my man. You're just saying, yo, when can we do some comp matchmaking for CS? Looking to probably do a Counter-Strike stream maybe sometime next week. Not sure. Not going to guarantee anything. But I do enjoy playing some Counter-Strike. I'll acknowledge. So I think I might be doing another Counter-Strike stream. Not like this week. Not this weekend, but maybe sometime next week. Not going to say exactly when because I don't know myself, but more comp CS coming up in the future. And, you know, maybe I'll have to queue up in Premiere a little bit as well sometime in the future. See if I can get me an ELO going. I think that would be pretty amusing. Appreciate the dono, Mr. Crazy Eyes, and appreciate the dono as well, Mr. Eminem McFlurry fucker. Appreciate the dono, my man. I mean, like, hey, you're into fucking McFlurries. I am not. I don't judge. You do you, homie. You do you. There's much worse things out there. You do you, homie. All right. Appreciate the dono, my man. Appreciate the $1.25. Appreciate the $1.25. Appreciate the dono, my man. You're just saying, hi, Jacob. I was just fucking my Eminem McFlurry and one of the... Okay. All right. I am not reading all of that. Do I have any advice for you? You should probably not do that. Learn from your mistakes. Don't do that. It's kind of what I'm thinking. I'll acknowledge. Just a guess. It's just kind of a guess, though. That's just kind of a guess. But appreciate the dono, Mr. Eminem McFlurry fucker. Hope you're enjoying Livestream. Hope you're having a great day. Appreciate the support, my man. Appreciate the support. Yo, how's it going, Stuart Little 2? You're saying hello from Chile. Oh, how's it going, my man? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. What am I doing this evening? Well, drinking and chatting and chilling outside at 8 p.m. on a fall evening. It's kind of what I'm doing today. Having a good one. Just chilling, you know what I'm saying? No complaints on my behalf. More Counter-Strike? Yes, sir. There'll certainly be more coming up in the future. I do enjoy playing some Counter-Strike. Welcome to the official Jacob Jones Money YouTube live stream. Like and subscribe for more content. Absolutely, my man. Absolutely. Edgy Dabs, you're just saying, hi, Jacob. Just wanted to drop in and mention how amazing your channel is. Appreciate the kind words, my man. You're just saying, you inspired me to become a dysfunctional alcoholic. My wife has left me, and I owe $40,000 to the mafia. Don't use the word inspired. You use the words did not inspire. Because I am not taking any accountability for anybody's actions. Not even my own. Not even my own. And it's not my fault that your wife left you. It's yours. I'm sorry. And it's not my fault you owe $40,000 to the mafia. It's yours. My condolences, my man. My condolences. But, you know, only big baller moves. And would I say that that's a big baller move? It's possible. It's possible that it's a big baller move. I'm not going to lie, y'all. It is possible. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Top 5 albums list right now. Ooh. Top 5 albums. I don't know, like, 5 albums that I would consider to be my top 5 off the top of my head. But I do know my top 3. So my first favorite album of all time is Time and Place by Kira Benito. Then after that, I would have to say... I'm going to have to say Interstellar 555 by Daft Punk. No. Alright, first favorite, yeah, definitely Time and Place by Kira. Second favorite is Random Access Memories by Daft Punk. And then third favorite is Interstellar 555 by Daft Punk. And I would have to say those are my top 3 albums of all time. Of course, I listen to much more music than just that, but those are my top 3 albums that I know off the top of my head. They're damn good. I'm not gonna lie. They're good shit. Respectable choices. Appreciate the kind words, my man. Appreciate the kind words. Radiohead. I actually don't listen to much Radiohead, believe it or not. I think I only have, like, one song by Radiohead on my playlist, and that's Weird Fishes. Weird Fishes, I initially just looked it up because, excuse me, I think a commenter commented under one of my drawing videos where I was drawing a fish, and they were like, Weird Fishes by Radiohead plays in the background, or something like that kind of thing. And I was like, I need to look that song up. And so I did. And I was like, this is pretty gas. And I quite like it. I quite like it. It's a good song. Guns N' Roses, Alice in Chains. Don't really listen to a lot of them. I do know of Gorillaz. I don't listen to too much Gorillaz anymore, but I did years ago. Do you listen to old Linkin Park stuff? Every once in a while, whenever I'm feeling the vibe. Absolutely. Walski, you're saying you're drinking outside at 7 p.m. on a fall evening yourself 20 minutes ago? Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Hope you enjoyed your time, my man. Hope you enjoyed your time. Did I hop onto the Fortnite for the Daft Punk event? Yeah, I did not. I did not. I heard about it. But I did not hop on Fortnite for that event. Maybe that's something I should do. I'm not sure. But I have not hopped onto Fortnite for that event. Will we be seeing more Jacob Drawing Jones videos? There will be more in the future eventually. I'm not going to say exactly when there will be more. I'm pretty busy these days doing a lot of editing and just making lots of videos in general kind of thing. And I hate to say that the drawing videos fell to the wayside as I got busier. However, there's really no better way of putting it. However, I do love making drawing videos. Drawing videos are super fun to make. And I do plan on making lots more drawing videos in the future. And I plan on getting back into it once I have more free time on my hands. Cup, you're saying chess is the only game for you. I'm not gonna lie. A chess stream would be pretty amusing. I am pretty terrible at chess. But I have one very proud moment. I was, I wasn't a routine member, but I was every once in a while, once a month member of, the board game club when I was in high school. And one day when I was there, it was just me and one other guy. Because it was, raining and everybody else had decided they wanted to go home for that day. And, I was just chilling. It was raining. I was taking the bus home. And so I was just like, I'm just gonna be chilling here until the rain stops. And the other guy who was hanging out was like, you wanna play some chess? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll play some chess. And he was like, I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm super good at chess. We got that shit. And I was like, okay, I don't care if I win or lose. I'm just playing to burn time. What did I do? I whooped his motherfucking ass. I whooped his motherfucking ass in chess. I'm not even good at chess, but I beat his ass.
Anonymous donated $6.90.
Appreciate the dono, Mr. Anonymous. Appreciate the $6.90, my man. But I whooped his ass. Bro was talking smack, and I whooped his ass. He was not happy. He was like, rematch. I got it this next one. And I was like, nah, bro, no rematch. I'm heading out, bro. I was like, nah. But it was good shit. I got no complaints on my behalf. A couple donos have come through, though. I gotta go ahead and make sure I cover them, of course. Appreciate the dono. Clementine. Appreciate the dono. I'm just saying, keep being awesome. Hey, I'll keep doing me. Appreciate the support, my man. And hope you're enjoying the live stream. Hope you're having a great day. Appreciate the support and appreciate you stopping by, my man. Appreciate the dono as well. Wyatt, you're just saying, hey, Jacob, glad to see a fellow Carolinian. Hey, North Carolina, motherfucking goated. Unless you're from South Carolina. Are you from North Carolina or South Carolina? South Carolina, worst Carolina. I mean, no offense to any South Carolinians out there, but it's just a fact. Our roads are better, and you cannot dispute that. But, You're just asking if I've ever made it out to Asheville at all. You're saying the mountains are looking prime as fall's rolling in. Love your content, brother. Hey, appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate the dono, my man. Appreciate the support. And I love Asheville. Asheville is great. I love going up to the mountains, driving on the Blue Ridge Parkway. Excuse me. It's a lot of fun. And I haven't gone up to Asheville this fall yet. But I do really enjoy going there. The Biltmore Estate, been there a couple times. It's a great spot. Blue Ridge Parkway, absolutely motherfucking gorgeous. If any of y'all who are not from the East Coast of the United States and have never heard of the Blue Ridge Parkway before, look it up. It's fucking gorgeous. It's beautiful. It is, I believe, a national park. Could be wrong. I think it is a national park, though. And I absolutely fucking love it. It's absolutely beautiful. And I need to go back up to Asheville and Boone sometime in the future. Sooner than not, as I do enjoy spending some time up there. Appreciate the dono once again, Mr. Wyatt. And appreciate the Prime sub as well. Sex Pun to Come. Don't know exactly what your name means, but appreciate the Prime sub, my man. And appreciate the $1.25 dono as well, Eminem McFlurry Fucker. Appreciate the dono, my man. You're asking, what are my thoughts on lesbian sex? That's pretty hot. What guy doesn't like? What guy doesn't like that? Just saying. Just saying. Just saying.
Crazy Eyes, donated $4.20. I want to tell you that all your videos have genuinely been great to watch. There is very rarely a time I don't enjoy your videos, so before you make it big, because I know you will, thanks for all the great entertainment and I hope for the best for you.
I appreciate the kind words. I appreciate the dono, Mr. Crazy Eyes. I enjoy making content. And I'm thankful that y'all enjoy watching the content that I make. Thank you so much for the kind words. Thank you so much for the support. Mr. Crazy Eyes, I do appreciate it. I'm glad to hear you enjoy the videos. And I'm not very good at taking I'm not very good at taking compliments that mean a lot to me. But what you said does mean a lot. I really appreciate the kind words. I really appreciate the support. And I'm very glad that you enjoy the videos. Thank you so much for the kind words. Thank you so much for the support. Mr. Crazy Eyes, I really do appreciate it. And I hope you're having a great one, my man. Thank you so much for the kind words, and hope you continue to enjoy the videos into the future. Of course. Lots more content coming up, and hope you continue enjoying it. What can I say? You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the kind words, appreciate the support. Once again, Mr. Crazy Eyes. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Piece of ash gone on my computer. I cannot believe this. And I am almost 45 minutes into the live stream. And I'm still not done with my Dr. Pepper. I should really finish it off so I can get to drink some alcohol. How come you don't drink beers anymore? I never drank beers. When I was in Japan, I did drink a couple, beers. It's beer that isn't actually really beer, but it's beer flavored not beer. But it's basically beer, just not beer. It's kind of complex. It's a very interesting tax bracket in Japan. But that was actually my first ever time having beer. I have allergies that prevent me from drinking beer. I can drink hard liquor as long as it's distilled correctly and doesn't have anything added in afterwards. But beer itself is something that will not agree with me, and so I've never drank Bud Light or Coors Light or any beer like that previously. And any beer that y'all have seen on the channel before, like the Stella Artosis, that was actually a hard cider rather than being a beer itself. I do quite enjoy my hard cider, and thankfully I can drink hard ciders. but I cannot drink beer. But if they sold the Kirin no Togoshi, which was the beer that I had in Japan, if they sold that in the United States, I absolutely would pick up a can every once in a while and make a video with it and just drink it in general, because it's a pretty nice thing to switch up, in my opinion. It's a pretty nice thing to switch up just the drinking a little bit, if you ask me. Yo, appreciate the dono once again. Oh, wait. This is a different name. I don't know if it's the same person. Appreciate the dono, Mr. Oreo McFlurry Fucker. Appreciate the dono, my man. You're asking if I can put some MLG swag shades on Miss Urakura? Ooh. It's tempting. It's tempting. I want to acknowledge this is a one-time thing. I'm not gonna be doing this all the time. MLG sunglasses, transparent. Let's see if I can get my hands on some MLG sunglasses. Transparent. Let's see. Here we go. Found one. Go and save that real quick. Let's see if I can remember how to add stuff in midstream. Let's see if I can figure it out midstream. We're gonna find out if I can remember how to. Let's see. Add in. I'm gonna need an image, and I'm gonna want to name it MLG sunglasses. Excuse me. Browse. Add in. Boom. There we go. Alrighty. Boom. There we go. Make them a little bit smaller. And I think it's control to not have that hold. Yes, it is. Alright, there we go. Big ball of moves, you know what I'm saying? Big ball of moves. Lane got the MLG glasses on, baby. That's what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Lane, hope you're enjoying the glasses, you know what I'm saying? Hope you're enjoying the glasses. Yes, sir. Swag Messiah, not for real, for real. Appreciate the donut once again, Mr. Oreo McFlurry Fucker. Hope you're having a great one, my man. Appreciate you stopping by. And, appreciate the support. Swag Messiah, not for real, though, for real. Have I been able to connect my old iPad to my computer to show us the old Minecraft world? I'm currently looking into whether I can actually just transfer my old Minecraft world to my computer. I don't know if that's something I can do. I'm kind of getting mixed replies based off of my research. From what I've heard, the iPad version, the Pocket Edition version of Minecraft is Bedrock Edition. And of course, Bedrock Edition is available on PC. But whether I've actually whether I can actually export that file to PC is a different story. I've heard some people say that if you open a realm with Pocket Edition, you can then join it on Minecraft Bedrock. I don't know if that's actually the case. I've got to do some more research. But I was thinking it might be easier to just try to play it on my computer than try to figure it out on iPad with connecting everything. So I might try to do that instead. It's taken some research. Not going to say when that's going to be happening. But I hope sometime in the future. Let me just put it that way. Not too sure, but maybe you can run the Pocket Edition on an emulator of some sorts on PC and somehow make it run that way. Whatever you do with your old world, make a copy. Already have made a copy. Don't you worry. I definitely, at a minimum, even if I can't transfer the computer to my, or even if I can't transfer the world to my computer and make it actually work properly on my computer, I'm absolutely still going to be getting it where I can get the file off of my iPad and putting it on my computer, just so I have the file so I can reload it onto another device in the future if I really want to. I am not letting go of that Minecraft world. I've let go of far too many Minecraft worlds over the years, and I'm not doing that again without a doubt. And that was all there was to my Dr. Pepper. Not going to lie, y'all, that was pretty solid if I do say so myself. I think I'm going to get some alcohol mixed up in a few minutes. And as Overcrimp said, Mellow Corn is pretty based. It's some pretty gas stuff. And that's what I'm going to be drinking today. Going to be mixing myself up a whiskey soda in a minute, I do think. And looking forward to having it. What do I want next? Do I want to have a smoke first, or do I want to have a drink? think I will have a smoke first, though. I think I will have a smoke first. Would I ever go to Thailand? Yeah, why not? Yeah, I got cigarettes. It's not insanely expensive to visit by any means, and I've heard some pretty good things about the nature around there and everything like that. Wouldn't mind going to Thailand eventually. Do I like Dr. Pepper more or root beer? If you asked me that question 10 years ago, I would have said root beer. But these days, Dr. Pepper. I enjoy my root beer, but I don't know. Just kind of fell out of favor for me for some reason. These days, I definitely prefer my Dr. Pepper, I'll acknowledge. Excuse me. Am I drinking a bottle until it's finished, or do you drink something else sometimes? Depends how many open bottles I have. But generally speaking, I drink a bottle until it's finished, and then I crack open another bottle. That tends to be how it goes. I say that, but I do have an open bottle of wine inside. And I have not finished it yet, and it's been open for like the last couple months. Not like open, like the cork is in it, but it has been opened for the last couple months. Love the crickets and frogs. Hey, glad to hear you appreciating. Glad to hear you appreciating, my man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, follower goal met over on Twitch. Holy crap. 9,600 followers. Appreciate the support. Y'all appreciate the support. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Wine turns to vinegar. It might not be good. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's red wine. We're all good. We're all good. Can't wait to... excuse me. Get my words all jumbled up. Spongy Boy, or Sponge Boy, you're saying can't wait to watch the next vlog videos. There are lots more vlogs coming up in the future, of course. I don't know if it's going to be coming up tomorrow, but I have a pretty big vlog that's going to be coming up. It's going to be edited down to under an hour for YouTube, but there will be the full, I believe, over 3 hour long version of it going up on Patreon same day. I'm just currently working on editing it. I'm just cutting it down currently. I had about 9 hours of video to go through, so I've been working on this vlog for the last week or so, and I hope y'all enjoy it once it's up, and I'm looking forward to posting it. Let me tell y'all what. Should I spoil where I went to build hype? I don't know. Should I spoil where I went? You know what I'm going to do? I am going to pull up, I'm going to turn on my phone, and I'm going to pull up a photo of where I went, and I'm going to see if y'all can guess where I was based off the photo. Make it a challenge. Build audience interaction. Get that engagement up. You know, I got to do it. I got to do it. Because audience interaction, viewer interaction, of course, equals YouTube liking the live stream more and Twitch liking the live stream more, which equals more money. And y'all know I love my money. I love my money. What can I say? You know what I'm saying? What can I say? Jacob Jones GeoGuessr. Yes, sir. This is some Jacob Jones GeoGuessr right here. That's what this is. This is in Japan. Oh. Bro got it right. Bro didn't even need to see the photo. But where in Japan? That is the real question. Let's go ahead. I'm going to open up my favorites album. And I'm going to scroll up to my photos where I was there. But yes, got lots of big vlogs coming up in the future. Hope y'all looking forward to all of it, you know what I'm saying? But, ooh, I don't know. Should I use that photo? I'm gonna use this one. There we go. Where do y'all think I was? Just give it a guess. Just give it a guess. Is that Okinawa? No. However, I did go to Okinawa, and there will be vlogs coming up from Okinawa in the future. I was there for a week, and I recorded significantly more than a week's worth of videos. So lots of videos from Okinawa coming up in the future. Look forward to them, you know what I'm saying? Look forward to them. Fukuoka? Yes, sir, indeed. I went to Shikanoshima. I bicycled all the way to Shikanoshima from the ports of Hakata in Fukuoka. And that's the vlog that's going to be coming up either tomorrow or in the next couple days. It depends on whether I end up getting through the rest of editing tonight or not. I've got a lot to edit, so I'm not going to say anything for sure about when that vlog will be coming up, but it will be coming up sometime in the future. Look forward to it. It was a lot of fun bicycling out there. It was both, what is the right way of putting it? There's like first-hand fun, and then there's like second-hand fun. And it's like first-hand fun is like in the moment fun. And then second-hand fun is like looking back on it and being like, that was a lot of fun, but it wasn't fun at that time. It was both. It was both first-hand fun and second-hand fun. And it was a good time. It was a good time. Where you're driving on the left side? Well, I didn't drive out there. I do need to get my international driver's permit so I can, next time I go to Japan, drive. Because there's a lot of places that I want to explore that would require a rental car. However, I did not have a rental car this time. I don't have my international driver's permit. So I borrowed a bicycle from the Airbnb I was staying, as that was one of the things they offered, which I am very glad they offered because that was a great experience to bicycle in Japan for quite a while. And it was a fun time in general. It was a fun time in general. There's a really nice and cheap ferry you could get to go to Busan in Korea from Fukuoka. Yes, I actually passed by that ferry port, and I actually made a video right next to that ferry port. The video I made, one thing I forgot to mention in my video where I smoked a cigarette at the Hakata Port Tower, is that right next to that tower, there is a ferry that goes all the way to Busan. While I did not go to South Korea this time around, South Korea is definitely a place that I do want to visit in the future, and, well, look forward to doing that whenever the opportunity occurs, I'll acknowledge. Jacob Biking Jones dropping soon, y'all know it, y'all know it. And, it was definitely different. I rode the entire way there on a single-speed Mommy Cherry. It was literally a $70 bicycle that you could just find everywhere in Japan. And single speed all the way there. It ended up being in total like 30 miles in one day, which is the longest bicycle ride I have ever taken by far. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I know to some of y'all who bicycle on a routine basis, 30 miles is like nothing. But, man, let me tell y'all what, I hit mile 15 and my knees were burning because I just don't bicycle that much in my local area. The muscles are just not built up for bicycling. But it is something that I do want to get into in the future, I'll acknowledge. And I am just realizing that my bicycle, oh no, my bicycle is over there. I was like, where did my bicycle go? I was like, where did my bicycle go? I have a bicycle I actually got for free. It was on the side of the road, had a free sign on it, and I was like, man, free bike. Who's to complain? And I definitely want to do some stuff with it in the future. It's an old road bike, probably from the 80s, I'd have to guess. I don't know what brand, but it's an old road bike. It's got drop-down handlebars that are grimy as hell because it's been sitting outside probably for a long time. And I kind of want to take it apart, do a single-speed conversion on it, and just make it into like a little bike to just kind of ride around when I want to go to the park and stuff like that kind of thing. And just have a fun little project kind of thing. Just make it into a single-speed, something a little bit simple. Nothing too complex by any means. And I was thinking maybe make a video about that. Could be fun, not gonna lie, not gonna lie. Fixed gear bikes are tough. It was not fixed gear. But it was a single speed. No coaster brakes, so it was just normal V brakes, I want to say. For free, yes sir, for free. Jacob, in a lot of other people's videos, I can sometimes see clips of you. Ooh, let me know who. I like to stay up to date. I like to stay up to date with anybody reacting to the content or just taking a look at my content for the first time and stuff like that. If you know who, then just let me know the name. I'd love to take a look at what people are saying about the content. Smokey, come here. What are you doing? Come on. Come on. Come on. You're the one who was knocking at the door. Oh, come here. Come here. I got you now. I got you now. We got the puppy with us today. She was not so good earlier, though, because she took a crap on the porch. Yeah, Smokey, why'd you do that? Why'd you take a crap on the porch, huh? Why'd you do that, huh? That wasn't very good of you. That wasn't very good of you. You took a crap on the porch. What's that about, huh? Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that, huh? I stepped in it. I was sweeping off the porch before the live stream. It was hidden under some leaves, and I stepped in it. So I'm no longer wearing the same shoes I was earlier. But, how you doing? You doing good? You need to go to the bathroom, I figure, right? I'll let you down in a minute. Just giving her a little bit of attention, you know what I'm saying? When a pixel mentions you, a surprising amount, he's def a fan. Hey, yo, appreciate the support from OniPixel. Hey, yes, sir. I know he did a reaction to the CS clip that I posted quite a while back that went viral on Instagram, but I didn't know about anything other than that. Appreciate OniPixel's support. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll let you down. I'll let you down. I'll let you down. All right? You ready to go? You ready to go? Yeah? Go, Moki. Go, Moki. Go for it. You better get off the porch this time. Yeah. You better get off the porch this time. Because otherwise, I'm not going to be happy with you. Yeah, get off the porch. Get off the porch. Yeah, you better keep moving. You ain't crapping on the porch again. That ain't happening. That ain't happening, puppy. Shishu? She is a Shishu, yes. Her name is Smokey. She's, I want to say, 13 or 14 years old. It's my childhood, like my family's childhood dog. And she's an amazing puppy. And got her at the animal shelter for $25. Best $25 ever spent, without a doubt. And she's amazing. She's amazing. Actually named her before I ever smoked. We named her after Smokey the Bear. But it's turned out to be a amusing name with what I do these days with smoking. You ready to go back inside? Ready to go back inside? Alright. I'll let you back in. Just need to take a piss or something? Or did you not want to poop on live stream? Go for it, Moki. Oh shit, I just realized I missed like 2 donos. I apologize, y'all. Thank you so much for the dono once again, Crazy Eyes. Appreciate the dono, my man. You're just saying, sorry for the yap sesh, but I was wondering how you planned your Japan trip and how much USD you would probably spend on Airbnb and other expenses in general. I've never gone to a foreign country and need some advice for future reference. Hey! Well, I will do my best to answer your question, my man. And it's a very good question to ask. If you're looking for a rough idea for like 5 weeks, I do have a video on my other channel, Jacob fucking Jones, where I did a full breakdown for how much I spent in Japan over 5 weeks. Now, this trip was a lot longer. It was nearly 3 months, 86 days. So, of course, I did spend a decent amount more. But if you want like a full in-depth video that I think is like almost 20 minutes long, going over how much I spent in Japan over 5 weeks, I do recommend checking out that video. But I'll talk a little bit on what you asked right now. Of course, I'm not just going to reference you to that video, although I do think it is a good thing to reference to, which is why I did exactly that. So, how did I plan my Japan trip? I basically looked at when flights were going to be cheaper than not. So when I arrived, it was like late May, early June. That's like the start of the tourist season. So there certainly are cheaper points of the year to get plane tickets for. Like right now, I think it's actually pretty cheap. Like I was looking at flights to Japan from my local area a couple weeks ago, and it was like $870. I paid like $1,200 for my flight, and that was, granted, both ways. It was a round trip, and in my opinion, I'm like, for going halfway around the world, that's really not terrible by any means. But it certainly could be cheaper. I'm a cheap ass, so I like my cheap stuff. But I paid like $1,200, but the cheapest flights I saw right now were like $870, which is the cheapest I've ever seen for Japan. But basically, like 6 months in advance, I started looking at buying my tickets at when I wanted to go. And then about like 4 months in advance, I went ahead and picked my ticket up. And then I went ahead and booked all my Airbnbs right afterwards. So I just figured out, okay, here's the date I'm arriving. Here's where I want to be. And I just kind of went, okay, Airbnb, I decided it was going to be in Tokyo for a month right off the bat. So I got a month-long Airbnb, got that monthly discount on Airbnb as well. And then after that, I was like, okay, I want to do like 5 weeks exploring other areas. So I went to Osaka, went to Hiroshima, went to Fukuoka, which is where videos are coming up right now. And then I also went to Okinawa. It was 4 weeks, not 5 weeks. And then I went back to Tokyo for another month, just to cover everything else I wanted to do in Tokyo, which I was able to accomplish very well, which I'm very glad for. And so basically I was just kind of like, okay, I'm just going to leave on this date. Then I schedule that Airbnb, schedule another one, and I just do everything in chronological order, just in case I'm looking at one Airbnb and then I schedule another one and then I forget to schedule the one before it and then it fills up the next day. I just wanted to make sure that didn't happen. On average, I was spending about probably $30 to $35 a night on Airbnbs, so about $900 a month total on Airbnbs, which honestly, not bad. In my local area, a studio apartment is like $1,200 to $1,500. So that's $900, and you're in Airbnbs. Not bad, in my opinion, at least. Yeah. So that's kind of how I planned out my Airbnbs and everything like that. Once you're in Japan, unless you want to do like specialty train rides and stuff like that, there's not really too much of a need to plan in advance. Every time I've taken the Shinkansen so far, I just showed up, bought a ticket, and got on. I've only had it happen one time where I was trying to buy a train ticket and I had to get an unreserved seat, and there were no seats that I was supposed to sit in. Now, did somebody show up in a reserved car and... Did somebody not show up in a reserved car and I just ended up sitting down in their seat? Maybe. I won't confirm nor deny that. But I did only have like one time the entire trip where I actually should have definitely bought a ticket in advance. But it's one of those things where for like day trips and stuff like that, I prefer not to buy tickets in advance just because I don't want to like have to be somewhere at a certain time. I want to let myself enjoy the place and not feel like I need to rush through it. That's just how I like to operate personally. And yeah, once you're in Japan, you really don't need to worry about getting anything in advance unless you're flying. If you're flying to like, let's say Okinawa, if you're flying from Tokyo to like, say, go to Sapporo or something like that kind of thing, then you might want to plan that in advance. And I did plan my flights in advance for when I went to Okinawa and then back to Tokyo from Okinawa. But yeah, it was like $1,200 for the flight. As I said, you can get them for cheaper depending on what time of year you want to go. I spent around about $30 a night, Airbnb, so like $950 total per month, which is really not bad in my personal opinion, especially for, it being Japan. And food, overall, Japan is far cheaper than the United States. If you don't have allergies, I have allergies, so I tend to have to eat at places which can deal with those allergies, which tend to be a little bit more expensive. There are exceptions to that, but a lot of those places do tend to be a bit more expensive. But if you don't have any allergies, you can get like a full set meal for like $5-6 kind of thing, which is fucking insanely cheap, especially compared to what I'm used to as an American. 7-Eleven, cheaper than in the United States. You can get a soda for 75 cents at 7-Eleven. You can get a soda for even cheaper if you go to a grocery store kind of thing. So food, drinks, cheap. Alcohol, cheap. Cigarettes, cheap. Less than half the price of the United States on average. That's my take at least. But especially if you live in LA, it's going to be like 1/3 of the price. Kind of thing. If you live in California, for example. Is there anything else I'm missing talking about for, like, prices and stuff like that? Is there anything else I should mention? Trying to think if there's anything else that is a good idea to mention about this. Other expenses, yeah, food, drinks, cigarettes, Airbnbs, the flight. I mean, like, really the main thing is the flight, without a doubt. Oh, travel. So, like, traveling within Japan. I mean, like, traveling within Japan, it's if you get a rental car, it will get expensive very fast. I have not had a rental car both times I've been in Japan so far. I have been able to get to everywhere I want to get to by train. Sometimes the train, you know, it is a little bit intermittent, especially if you're out in the countryside. But if you plan in advance and you make sure you don't stay too late, like until 10 o'clock at night when there's no more trains, you're all good. Just make sure you don't miss the last train is basically the best move, I'll acknowledge. Google Maps, super helpful. But getting around in Japan, just taking the train, like let's say you're staying on the outer area of Tokyo and you're going into Tokyo, you're looking to spend anywhere between 500 to 700 yen one way, which is anywhere from like $3.50 to $6 USD. And that could very well be like a 30-mile trip. So really not too bad. Definitely cheaper than it would be for a car, especially a rental car, or just a car, even if it was fully paid off, just with gas kind of thing. Night buses are great. I have actually not taken a night bus in Japan yet, but that is kind of something I'm tempted to do in the future, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, no, getting around in Japan is not particularly expensive. Unlike the Shinkansen, if you're going from like Tokyo to Osaka or to Kyoto, or especially up north, it does get pricey. I mean, like Tokyo to Osaka or Kyoto is like, you're looking at $100 kind of thing. If not a little bit over $100, you're looking at a little bit expensive without a doubt. The Shinkansen is more expensive than flying, but personally, I find the extra money, and it's generally about an extra $20, to be absolutely worth it because, one, I don't have to go to the airport, and two, it's just in and out. I don't have to go to the airport early, be there 2 hours early, make sure I get through security just fine. When you're getting on the Shinkansen, they don't go through your bags. They don't have any really real security besides security guards patrolling and make sure nobody's looking suspicious. You don't have to go through TSA to get on a bullet train, and paying the extra $20 for me is just absolutely worth it to not have to deal with the hassle of going to an airport, because I fucking hate going to airports. The only reason I go to an airport is because I have to. If I could deal with not going to the airport, I never would ever again. But, yeah, trying to think if there's anything else I might want to mention. Took the Shinkansen from Narita to Osaka, and it was like $200. Well, you actually can't take the Shinkansen from Narita. There is no Shinkansen line from Narita. So you took the Scuba Express. No, maybe not the Scuba Express. That's the wrong train. You took like the Express line from Narita and then got off at a different station, then transferred to the Shinkansen. More than likely. All of that added together will get expensive as well. I mean, like, once you have a train that requires a ticket, it gets more expensive without a doubt. Yeah, the Narita Express. That's what it is. The next. Yeah. That's what it is. I am too cheap to take that train. I take the local train out of Narita. I'm like, nah, I'm not paying like triple just to be a little bit faster. I will take the local train and I will sit on the train for an extra 30 minutes. I don't care. I am too cheap. But, yeah, I'm not sure if there's anything else I might want to bring up about, like, finances when it comes to Japan. I feel like I might be missing something, but I do hope that I can answer your question to the fullest extent, Mr. Crazy Eyes. Appreciate the dono, my man. Hope you're enjoying Livestream. Hope you're having a great day, and appreciate the support, my man. Yes, sir. Appreciate the dono as well, Mr. Eminem McFlurry. Fucker, you're just saying, Jacob, are you by any chance an Eminem McFlurry? No, I am not an Eminem McFlurry. That is not what I am. I am Jacob motherfucking Jones. Does that sound like an Eminem McFlurry to you? It doesn't to me. No. And appreciate the Prime sub as well. The 8-month Prime sub, Mr. Curdy. Appreciate the 8-month Prime sub, Mr. Curdy. Appreciate your continued support, my man. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Just poured a glass of wine here. Hey, hope you're enjoying, my man. Hope you're enjoying. How's it going? Dili Gentham. How's it going, my man? Saying, what's good, Jacob? Did you quit your smoking videos? I did not know. One went up today on Jacob fucking Jones. It might just be that those videos are not getting recommended to you currently, but there is still videos going up on the Jacob fucking Jones channel. Every day there is not a video going up on this channel, and vice versa. So every day there isn't a video on Jacob fucking Jones, the YouTube channel. There's a video coming up here, and every day there's not a video on this channel. There's a video on Jacob fucking Jones. So since there is no official video, and since I'm live streaming on this channel today, a smoking video did get posted on Jacob fucking Jones. Pretty solid. No complaints on my behalf. A little bit of a whiskey soda, you know what I'm saying? Is that the corn whiskey again? Yes, sir. Some mellow corn Kentucky straight corn whiskey. Haven't quite gotten through the bottle yet. Did you know that in France you're a meme? I did not know that I was a meme in France. You gotta explain the meme to me. Explain the meme. Is it just like screenshots from my videos, or... I gotta know. I gotta know. I'm curious now. I'm curious now. Love that you linked with Small Brain American. Such a legendary collab. Hey, it was a great time. It was a great time when I was in Japan. I hit him up because I was like, I know bro loves Japan. We had previously chatted over DMs, but hadn't had the chance to meet up. But I was like, I know bro loves Japan. Let me see if he's just going to be here at the same time as I am. Because I was like, you never know. And lo and behold, he stopped by for a little while the same time I was there as well. And it just worked out. It just worked out. We were able to link the day I got back to Tokyo from Osaka. Sorry, not from Osaka, from Okinawa. And it was a great time. Chatting, chilling. Of course, we recorded an episode of the Small Brain Pod over on his side, and recorded 2 videos, one for Jacob fucking Jones and one for Jacob Jones Money, which went up yesterday and the day before yesterday. And I hope you all enjoyed those videos. It was a lot of fun making them. He's a super chill dude. Glad to have chatted with him, and it was a good time. It was a good time. Absolutely no complaints on my behalf. Glad to hear you enjoyed the collab, my man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know of Nikki Jakey? Feel like y'all playing CS together would be cool. I do know of Nikki Jakey. I've known of his content for a very long time. I can't remember exactly what the first video I watched from him was, but oh crap! I actually didn't need to get one of these out. I already have one out. I don't know why I got another one of these out. I've known of Nikki Jakey's content for a very long time. I think like probably 4 years, maybe 5 years now. I've known of his content for a very long time, and his content is dang good stuff. His music as well is dang good stuff. Very high quality. I saw his most recent Counter-Strike video, and I was like, holy shit, that challenge is intense kind of thing. I just play Counter-Strike for fun. I just do it for the shits and giggles. Excuse me. I don't take it particularly seriously. If I get a 3K, if I get a 5K, which I think has never happened before, but if I get a 3K or a 4K, I'm fucking ecstatic. I'm like, fuck yeah, bro. But other than that, I'm like, I don't really try all that hard besides just going for it kind of thing. I'm not really one to go for ELO, I'll acknowledge. I'm a casual Counter-Strike player. But to see him taking Counter-Strike more seriously than I've ever considered taking Counter-Strike seriously, and him succeeding, I was like, holy shit, fuck yeah. I was rooting for him throughout that entire video, and that was a really good video. That was a really good video. Shout out Nikki Jakey, shout out Nikki Jakey. Mini Thug, you're saying you're from the hood? Same here, my man. I'm from the neighborhood. I'm motherfucking
Gen X donated $5.
I'm not from the hood. J-Rock in the house, you know what I'm saying? J-Rock's from the hood. I'm not. But J-Rock is from the hood. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yo, appreciate the dono, Gen X. Appreciate the dono, my man. Appreciate the $5. Hope you're enjoying the live stream, my man. Hope you're having a great day. Appreciate the support, my man. And hope you're having an amazing one as a whole. Appreciate the dono once again, Mr. Gen X. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mini Thug, you're saying you're from the hood? Hey, yo, fucking respect that shit. Get that money, my man. Get that money, get paid. That's what the fuck I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck I'm saying. Having a cigarette too? Fuck yeah, bro. Hell yeah, my man. Hell yeah. Get that money, get paid. What's the rap lyric? I'm not exactly sure. Get that money, get paid, though. That's what the fuck I'm saying. Big business, you know what I'm saying? Big business by 3-6 Mafia. Baby, I love 3-6 Mafia. What are my morals and ethics? I'm in marketing. That's what I have a college degree in. I have a degree in marketing. Take of that as you will. I'll just leave it at that. Was marketing school worth it? So technically my degree is business administration with a focus on marketing. If you're looking at going into business and you want to make money, don't go into marketing. Frankly put, marketing jobs, there are marketing jobs that pay good, but it's not every job. It's not
Julia
like you're a
donated
petroleum
$5.
engineer.
My first conversation with one of my closest friends was having a laugh with her over your cigarette tier list video during a smoke break at the hospital. I turned 28 today, and your stuff has always helped me chill out and manage my depression. THX Jacob.
Yo, appreciate the dono, Julia. Appreciate the dono, my man. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Julia. Happy 28th birthday. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck I'm saying. Happy 28th. And hope you're having an amazing one. Hope you're doing well, you know what I'm saying? Keep on trucking. That's what the fuck I'm saying. Appreciate the dono. Appreciate the support. Glad to hear that you enjoyed having a laugh with one of my videos. That's all I could ask for, honestly. And so I'm very glad that you did enjoy having a laugh along with one of my videos with a friend of yours. And I'm happy to hear that it sounds like a memory that you enjoy having. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you so much for the kind words. I'm not very good at taking kind words, I'll acknowledge. I'm not very good at taking heartfelt compliments, but just know that I do really appreciate the kind words. And thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the support. I really do appreciate it, my man. And I hope you're having an amazing night, morning, afternoon, whatever it may be for you. And I hope you're having an amazing one as a whole. That's what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Happy 28th birthday, Julia. Let's get some W for Julia in the chat. Let's get some happy birthdays from Julia in the chat. Let's get that shit rolling, y'all. Get some happy birthdays going, y'all. Get that shit going. Get that shit going. For real, for real. Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Happy birthday, Julia. Appreciate the kind words. Appreciate the support, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate the Prime sub as well. Mr. Juicy Farts. Right from heartfelt message, super wholesome, to juicy farts. Hey, that's just live streaming. That's just live streaming for you. Appreciate the Prime sub, my man. Yes, sir. Dude, the names tonight are hilarious. They are indeed.
Wes donated $10.
Yo, appreciate the dono, Wes. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the tenor, Wes. Hope you're enjoying live stream. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having an amazing one as a whole. Appreciate the kind words. Appreciate the support, my man. And, You didn't say nothing, but of course I do appreciate the donut nonetheless. Appreciate the kind words, appreciate the support. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. What was I saying, though? I can't remember what I was saying. Oh, yeah, I was talking about whether marketing is a good degree to go for. If you want to make money, if you want to make a fuck ton of money, marketing and business administration is not the way to go for it. You can make a fuck ton of money in business administration, in marketing, but it takes time. It's not going to be instantaneous. If you want to make instantaneous fuck tons of money, engineering, petroleum engineering, nuclear engineering, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, basically any engineering, comp sci, computer engineering, all that sort of stuff, you're going to make fuck tons of money kind of thing. Marketing, on the other hand, there are jobs that pay a lot. There are jobs that pay a lot. If you're working for some place doing the Super Bowl commercials, I imagine you're making a decent chunk. But for a lot of the marketing jobs available in my local area, it's 15 to 20 bucks an hour. It's not as much as you might think it would be. Let me just put it that way. And I'm not saying that 15, 20 bucks is not a good amount of money, but it sure as hell ain't what it used to be. I'll acknowledge. But if you're looking to go into business administration, absolutely go for a lot of economics. Go for a minor in economics if you don't want to major in it. Economics, that will get you a job. Accounting, that will get you a job paying a lot of money as well. If your goal is to make a shit ton of money, economics and accounting, that will get you there without a doubt. Everybody needs an economicist, or however it's said, everybody needs an accounting guy. But yeah. I low-key, not gonna lie, this piece unfiltered, which has 2.3 milligrams of nicotine, frankly put, I gotta take a shit. So I'm gonna take one more sip of my drink.
Dab donated $4.20. I was recently in Japan for 3 weeks. Funnily enough, you were there at the same time. Thanks for recommending the Tobacco Museum and for all the great cigarette recommendations. I brought 10 packs of 7 Stars menthol back home with me. Uberzest.
Good choice, my man, good choice. Hell yeah, brother. 7 Stars menthols. I've tried the menthol 12s by myself. I might not be a menthol smoker, but I do have an appreciation for a good menthol. And the 7 Star menthol 12s, those are pretty good if you ask me. And, hey, it just lines up like that. It's a small world. It's a small world, I'll acknowledge, with being in Japan for the first time and everything like that. Glad to have been able to recommend the Tobacco and Salt Museum in Tokyo, which, if you guys are looking to visiting in the future, highly recommend stopping by. And, of course, highly recommend checking out both of my videos on the Tobacco and Salt Museum as well, of course. Fantastic museum, without a doubt. And glad to hear I could provide some idea of what smokes might be opportune to purchase while in Japan. Appreciate the kind words, appreciate the support, appreciate the dono, Mr. Dib Dab. Appreciate the support, my man. I gotta go take a shit. I'll be back in like 5, and we're gonna continue chilling, chatting, maybe smoking, and drinking a little bit once I get back. Don't go nowhere. We ball, you know what I'm saying? We ball. Yes, sir, yes, sir.
DJ donated.
Sorry to cut off the text speech. I gotta take a shit. Hey, we are back. Absolutely no complaints on my behalf. Yo, how's it going, Bizarre? Hope you're doing well, my man. Hope you're doing well. Grab myself a little bit of a peanut butter dark chocolate kind bar to eat in a few minutes, and it's actually getting a little bit chilly out here now. So I'm just going to grab the jacket that I have in my box next to the table I'm sitting at, and just going to put that on real quick so I'd be a little bit warmer while I'm streaming. Don't want to get cold while streaming by any means. That wouldn't be very good. Oh, no complaints on my behalf, though. No complaints on my behalf. Appreciate the dono. Appreciate the $5. Mr. PJ, appreciate the $5, my man. You're asking if I will be your accountant. You're saying, I like your stance on taxes and the IRS. Ireland trip with a bar crawl would go hard, by the way. I can agree with that. Definitely do need to hit up Ireland eventually. And the good thing is, if I go to Ireland, there should be a lot of cider. From what I know, I mean, like, Guinness is big in Ireland, of course, but cider is also pretty big in Ireland from what I've heard. And so as such, I shouldn't have an issue drinking wherever I go in Ireland. That's the hope, at least. That's the hope, at least. I'm sure they can also make me mixed drinks if I really want some as well. But, yeah, I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't mind going to Ireland eventually. It's a bit pricey. I'd love to visit Ireland. I'd love to visit the UK and a bunch of other European countries. But it is a bit out of my price range. Some of them are a bit out of my price range right now, especially Ireland and the UK. Those are a bit out of my price range for this moment in time. But I definitely do want to visit eventually, and I think a bar crawl at one of them would be a fun time. Not gonna lie. But appreciate the dono, Mr. PJ. Will I be your accountant? I am not an accountant. I am not a registered accountant. I have no idea what's going on with accounting. So no, I think it's a bad idea for me to be your accountant. But I do appreciate the kind words. I'm glad to hear you like my stance on taxes and the IRS. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Have I tried the dark chocolate, nuts, and sea salt kind bar? It's fire. Not my thing. I have had it in the past, but it's not my thing. He won't answer, but still, I don't know if it's better to watch and comment on Twitch or YouTube. I look at both chats. I have both chats up right now. Whether I answer a question or not is up to whether I want to answer the question or not. It's not up to which chat.
Crazy Eyes donated $10. I got one more compliment. In my opinion, you are the only person that I look forward to streaming. There is nothing more enjoyable than seeing a person genuinely living their life in a way they want to. I don't mean to glaze, but you are a based Chad.
Yo, appreciate the kind words. Appreciate the kind words once again, Mr. Crazy Eyes. Hope you're doing well, my man. Hope you're doing well. And, appreciate the kind words. Appreciate the donut. Appreciate the kind words, my man. I enjoy living life, and it just so happens that I am in a position where I can live my life the way I want to the fullest, and I'm very thankful for the position I'm in right now. I'm glad to hear you enjoy. Oh, shit, I just dropped my lighter. I'm glad to hear you enjoy watching that. I'm glad to hear you look forward to all the streams, and I'm glad to hear you enjoy in general. Thank you so much for the kind words. Thank you so much for the support. Once again, Mr. Crazy Eyes. And, hey, I hope all y'all watching can live life in the way you want to the fullest extent. And, I hope the best for all y'all. That's what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate the kind words. Appreciate the support. Once again, Mr. Crazy Eyes. Hope you're enjoying Livestream. Hope you're enjoying hope you're having a great day, night, afternoon, morning, whatever it may be for you. And appreciate the kind words. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, Jacob, you should go to Puerto Rico. They have some great alcohol and tobacco. I do need to eventually. I do need to go to Puerto Rico eventually. Haven't had the chance to. But it is somewhere. It is somewhere that I do want to visit eventually. Last night you ordered a Chicago-style box. It started shooting when you opened the box. Chicago-style... Wait. Last night you ordered a Chicago-style pizza. That makes sense. I mean, like, that would be Chicago-style, right? That would be Chicago-style. That's just how it be, you know what I'm saying? That's just how it be. Welcome to the official Jacob Jones Money YouTube live stream. Like and subscribe for more content. Yo, shout out Jackpot Productions. They've been saying that all throughout the stream. I appreciate it, my man, and I agree with what they've been saying. At least when it comes to that comment. Like and subscribe, and check out everything in the description down below. Got a Patreon, highly recommend, of course. Got to do some promo. Promo. Yo, how long you known Gob? I think we first started chatting back in March, I want to say. I've known of his content for much longer than that, of course, for, over the last 5 years now. But we first started chatting back in March, I want to say it was. Super chill dude. Very glad to have been able to do a collab with him, and he's very fun to chat with. I gotta acknowledge. Whenever I make it over to LA, I gotta hit him up. Although LA is far out of my price range right now. Holy crap. LA is fucking expensive. I'd be like hearing what like people who live in LA are talking about when it comes to like cost of living, and I'm like, holy fuck, that is expensive. Like, that is as much as I spend in like 2 weeks kind of thing. I'm like, holy fuck. Like, fucking $60 for a fucking burrito? I'm like, oh my god, that's insane. What the fuck? LA is a different world. LA is crazy. Hey, yo, have a good one, Adrenaline Nerd. You're saying gonna head out early tonight. Got some work to get done before going to bed. Enjoyed the chat and enjoyed staying around. Hope to catch you next stream. Take care. Hey, have a good one, my man. Stay safe. Have a great rest of your night. And make sure you get everything you need to get done. Don't want my live streams getting in the way of everything you need to get done kind of thing. So make sure you get everything done you need to get done. That's what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Have a great rest of your night, Mr. Adrenaline Nerd. And hope you get everything you need to get done. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? LA sucks? Nah, for real, for real. LA is the reason why I don't like California. Like, California has some of the most beautiful weather, has some of the most beautiful scenery in all of America. I will acknowledge that. I love the scenery of California. I think California is beautiful. But god damn does LA and fucking San Fran and fucking San Bernardino and fucking every major city in California suck. I fucking would never want to live in California. I totally get the attraction. I want to acknowledge. I understand why LA and a lot of other Californian cities are an idealistic spot to live. And if you guys live in California, I'm not dissing it. I'm just saying it's not my thing. But it's too much. It's too much for me. Yo, have a good one, Curdy. Stay safe, my man. You're saying you bought a pack of American Spirit Skies and you want to try them out? Hey, hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Enjoy them, my man. Enjoy them. Yes, sir. Ever been to Oregon? I've not, no. But I do need to visit eventually. Am I able to say that alcohol and tobacco products are business expenses? Sadly not. Sadly not. I'd love to say that they could be. And technically speaking, I do think I could argue that the alcohol I purchase is a business expense. But frankly put, I'm not purchasing enough alcohol to really make it worth my time to risk having the IRS audit me over thinking that maybe it isn't a business expense kind of thing. I just don't spend that much on alcohol per year for videos. However, I did do some research on tobacco because I have previously spent that much money on tobacco where it would make sense for me to mark it down as a business expense. However, legally speaking, tobacco is not a business expense anymore. You used to be able to consider tobacco as a business expense. Not anymore. So sadly, no, I cannot consider alcohol and cigarettes to be a business expense right now, but it'd be pretty lit if I'd be able to in the future. Would I consider myself a lightweight? Absolutely, yeah, no, without a doubt. I'm a lightweight, not only when it comes to cigarettes, which I don't know how the fuck I'm a lightweight when it comes to cigarettes. I smoke like half a pack a day. But I am absolutely even more of a lightweight when it comes to alcohol. I don't know, it's always been something where I have always been a lightweight. First started smoking cigarettes, I was a lightweight then, still a lightweight now. First started drinking alcohol, was a lightweight then, still a lightweight now. I've never really not been a lightweight, but I'm very glad that I am a lightweight in all honesty, because that means I can spend less money on alcohol and cigarettes, because I need to smoke less of them. Can't complain, you know what I'm saying? Can't complain. How many beers do you get drunk? Like, buzzed? I mean, like, I get buzzed off of 1 beer. But, like, it's pretty minor. Like, 2 beers to really, like, get buzzed, and 3 beers to, like, be more buzzed. 4 beers and I'm, like, drunk. Kind of thing, I'd say. But, like, 6 beers until I'm, like, drunk. When was the last time I got Nick sick? Probably a little bit over a year ago now. The last time I got Nick sick, I was taking a walk, and I was smoking some... Oh, man, it was probably actually over a year now. I think it was more like 2 years ago. I was taking a walk. I think it was like 2 years ago. Smoking some Nat Sherman oranges, which are way stronger than I thought they were. And I was just chain smoking. I was smoking... I had 2 of them, and then I decided to have a third because I was like, I can go for a little bit more nicotine. It's a bad idea to have a third because I came back home and I just had to fucking lay down. I was like, I'm going to vomit if I move. And I thankfully didn't vomit, but I was definitely nicotine sick without a doubt. It wasn't like the worst nicotine sickness I've ever had. But yeah, probably 2 years ago was the last time I've been nicotine sick, and I've been very careful ever since. I know my limits when it comes to cigarettes. And so I've been very good about not getting nicotine sick these last couple years, which I'm very thankful about, I'll acknowledge. I'm about to say, if anything, I thought that nicotine Rustica would be something you got Nick sick from. I know it might not look like it during the video I made with nicotine Rustica, but I actually did pace myself quite a bit. I made sure that I started talking about the experience when I needed to take a break. So if I wanted to take a bunch of hits, I took a bunch of hits, and then I'd give myself a couple minutes, talk for a little while, let everything wear off, and then get back to it, kind of thing. So that is definitely, I'll acknowledge, and I understand that thought process without a doubt. I was extremely careful going into that video. I knew that if I was going to get nicotine sick from any video, it was going to be that one. And so going into it, I had literally planned ahead, like, there's nothing wrong with if I need to take a breather and I need to take a break from smoking, I will absolutely do that, and I will admit that I need to do that. Thankfully, I didn't actually need to, like, take a breather and, like, stand up and walk around. I just needed to, like, give myself, like, 3-4 minutes, take a little bit of a break from taking a puff, and just talk for a little while. It was one of those scenarios, but I absolutely did pace myself during that video, just due to the fact that I was actually very nervous that I was going to get nicotine sick. Doka and Medwalk goes pretty crazy. I absolutely paced myself like crazy with Doka and Medwalk too, because that shit, it just fucking goes, that shit goes crazy. It's so fucking strong. It's crazy. It's so fucking strong. How do I deal with my work rhythm? A video a day. It's a good question. Interesting question. Excuse me. I don't think I've ever actually been asked that question before. Basically, I just wake up and I do what I normally do. I make breakfast, I get ready for the day, and then I go make a video. And my personal rule is that even if I am going, okay, I wanted to make a full-length review, but I woke up, I'm kind of out of it, I didn't sleep very well, I don't really want to do that today. My personal rule of thumb is that I have to make a video every day, no matter what. Like, unless I have some sort of family event, or if it's a holiday, like, I don't record videos on Christmas or on Thanksgiving, for example, because my priority those days is to hang out with my family. There's still a video going up those days, but my priority on those days is to hang out with my family. It's Christmas, it's Thanksgiving kind of thing. Same with Christmas Eve. However, unless there's some sort of family event or a holiday, my goal every single day is to just, in general, record a video. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but my personal rule of thumb is that I have to record a video. No matter what it is, I have to record a video. And that's kind of my rule of thumb, I'll acknowledge. It's nothing particularly crazy. It's nothing complex. But I just have that rule where I'm like, I have to record a video, and so I do. And that's just kind of what I do, I'll acknowledge. Was I raised around alcoholics? No, actually, it's the opposite. My parents don't really drink. They don't really drink. Alcoholism does run in my family, and that's why my parents don't drink. But yeah, it's actually the exact opposite. I was raised around parents that while they're not anti-alcohol by any means, they just themselves don't drink really all that often. Maybe a beer a month kind of thing, type of stuff, and that's about it. I remember when I was growing up, my dad had a 6-pack of Corona in the like counter on the counter for like 6 months. A 6-pack of Corona on the counter for 6 months. It's like a bottle a month kind of thing, and that was it. Do my parents smoke? They don't. They don't smoke. I was not raised in an environment where there was a lot of alcohol. I was not raised in an environment where there were a lot of cigarettes, by any means. Will I release a second book? Yes, I will have another book coming up sometime in the future. Not going to say when. Some of y'all might remember, 8 months ago, I mentioned that I was working on a book. I still am working on a book. It's going to be very different from the first book. It is going to be very different from the first book.
Pizza Hut donated $15. Hope this helps pay off your divorce fees. Love your videos. Hope you're doing well.
Yo, appreciate the dono, Mr. Pizza Hut. Appreciate the dono, my man. Hope you're enjoying Livestream. Hope you're having a great day. Appreciate the dono. Thankfully, in the divorce proceedings, I actually didn't have to pay nothing. Don't get me wrong, the wife got to keep the house. It is what it is. But I got to keep my car. I didn't have to take any money out of my savings or out of my checking account because I had all of my bank accounts separate. Big brain move, you know what I'm saying? Big brain move right there. She got full custody of my kid, but he's too much like her anyway, so don't care. She took the house, but she didn't take the car, and I didn't have to pay anything out of pocket. And I, after explaining to my lawyer and to the judge about what had been happening, me working like 60 hours a week and her not wanting to work, believe it or not, actually, I'm not paying any child support. Actually, I don't know how the fuck I'm not paying any child support. No child support. I ain't paying no motherfucking child support. And it's fully legal. Like, it's not just that I'm not paying child support. I have no court-mandated child support. Fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. Are you serious right now? Oh, 100%. Of course, definitely. Of course, yeah, definitely 100%. But, what can I say? You know what I'm saying? What can I say? Just big ball of moves. Thankfully, not too many divorce fees going on. My lawyer was amazing. Shout out, Saul Goodman. My lawyer was amazing. But not expensive. He was really reasonably priced. Got everything done very quickly. So there weren't like many different times in the courtroom. And it was pretty easy. She did get to keep the Beanie Baby collection, though. God fucking damn it. Whatever. It's Beanie Babies. It is what it is. What was I saying, though? I was saying something. Appreciate the $15 dono once again, Mr. Pizza Hut. Mr. Pizza the Hut. Spaceballs reference? Fucking goated movie. I fucking love Spaceballs. One of my favorite comedies of all time, not gonna lie. Fucking one of my top 10 movies of all time. Spaceballs is fucking lit. I like Spaceballs more than any Star Wars movies, aside from Rogue One. Rogue One is so fucking good. Rogue One, genuinely, I'm gonna say it. I don't know if this is a controversial take. I have no idea. Rogue One is top 3 Star Wars movies of all time. Like, don't get me wrong, A New Hope is fucking lit. Revenge of the Sith is fucking lit. But Rogue One is not only the best Disney Star Wars film so far, but it's just in general one of the best Star Wars films out there. Rogue One is so fucking fire. So good, so good. The space battle in Rogue One was peak Star Wars? Nah, for real. Did I pay my credit card debt, Jacob? Fuck no, I didn't pay my credit card debt. And for some reason, my credit score is going up. I got a credit score of fucking 890 right now. I don't know how the fuck I have that high of a credit score, but fucking weed ball, I got 890. I'm gonna get some more credit cards, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we ball, you know what I'm saying? I ain't paying off my $5,000 of credit card debt. Fuck that shit. They can't come after me. They can't take jack shit from me. Credit cards are motherfucking, like, no collateral loans. That's what they are. They're no collateral loans. They can't take jack shit. They can threaten to, like, garnish my wages. Excuse me. But I'm motherfucking self-employed. How the fuck they go and do that? Credit card companies when the bro not paying off credit card debt is self-employed. Big ball of moves, you know what I'm saying? Big ball of moves. Excuse me. You don't have those in France? Credit cards? Y'all don't have credit cards in France? What the fuck? I mean, like, I know credit cards are not as big, like, outside of the United States as inside the United States. Like, America is definitely, like, the country with the most variety of credit cards. Like, you can get a credit card for fuck anywhere. Any, like, random small-town credit union, you can get a fucking credit card kind of thing. You can get a credit card anywhere in the United States. And it's kind of fucking scary, honestly. Especially with how predatory some of the credit card companies are. Like, there's so many fucking credit cards that are just bad. That are just, like, so predatory towards people that don't know any better. It's fucked up. But I do know that, like, credit cards are just not as much of a thing.
April and Brandon donated $5.
Yo.
It's my birthday today and I want to give you my card money so you can save up for Winfield Blues. P.S. Come to Australia.
Hey, yo. Happy birthday, April and Brandon. Not sure whose birthday it is, whether it's April's or Brandon's. But happy birthday, April and Brandon. Let's get some happy birthdays in the chat, y'all. That's what the fuck I'm saying. W for April and Brandon. That's what the fuck I'm saying. And let's get some happy birthdays in chat. Happy birthday, April and Brandon. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Appreciate the dono. Appreciate the $5, April and Brandon. Hope y'all having an amazing one. W birthday, for real, for real. W happy birthday. Hope y'all both having an amazing one. Appreciate both y'all stopping by. And happy birthday. Hope you're having an amazing birthday. Hope you got some great gifts. Hope you're enjoying your card money, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate the dono. And I appreciate the dono. Help me save up for some Winnie Blues. I do need to try some Winnie Blues. Those are like the most fucking Australian cigarette of all time. I gotta visit Australia. I gotta try some Winnie Blues. Now, Australia's fucking expensive. Fucking expensive to visit. Not even considering just cigarettes and alcohol prices. But Australia's just expensive to visit in general. But do I want to visit? Fuck yeah, I do. Fuck yeah, I want to visit Australia. Beautiful motherfucking country. I want to visit Australia. You know, I gotta try some Aussie shit. I gotta fucking get blackout drunk in the middle of a public park and then drive a Nissan Cube home. Now that's the real motherfucking Aussie way. I guess it would be even more Aussie if I was driving a Holden Commodore. Either way, big fucking ball of moves. Big motherfucking ball of moves either way. But yes, I do absolutely need to visit Australia eventually. It is a country I do want to visit. It's a country that I am currently not willing to visit just because money, and it's very expensive. But it is a country I do want to visit, and whenever that opportunity occurs, I am very much looking forward to doing so. Appreciate the dono once again, April and Brandon. Appreciate the $5. Happy birthday. And hope y'all having an amazing morning. I think it's morning in Australia right now. I think it is. Hope y'all having an amazing morning. And whenever I do get the chance to visit Australia, I will be going... That was a fucking horrible burp. Oh my god. That was like one of the worst burps I've had in the last couple weeks. But once I visit Australia, y'all fucking know I'm going to be trying Winnie Blues because it's like the most Aussie cigarette ever. 4 out of 10 burp. No. That was like a 2 out of 10. That was like a 2 out of 10. Like, fucking horrible burp. I fucking hate that burp, bro. Appreciate the dono, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Do I ever think I'll ever shave my head again? Yeah, absolutely. I love getting my buzz cuts. Man, having a buzz cut genuinely feels so nice. Like, I'm thinking before it gets too cold, I want to go and get a buzz cut again. Just because I don't want to be like, okay, it's cold. I don't want to get a buzz cut, but like my hair is kind of like too long, low key. So I'm probably going to get a buzz cut in like the next couple weeks or so and just get that done with before it gets like too cold in my local area. Just so I'm not like going through the winter with like hair that I think is too long. But I will absolutely shave my head again. Having a buzz cut is genuinely so fucking nice. It feels so nice to have a breeze on my scalp. And I fucking love having a buzz cut. Like, genuinely, it's so nice. Like, if any of y'all are thinking about getting a buzz cut, genuinely, fucking highly recommend. They're so good. Buzz cuts are so good. They're simple. You don't have to take care of them. Get a nice breeze on your scalp. Fucking mint, for real, genuinely. Buzz cuts and girl run her fingers through your hair. I didn't say that. Well, I did say that, but I read it out of a comment. You're not wrong, though. You're not wrong. I was talking about credit cards, though, I think. What was I saying? So, Ludmila, you're talking about how credit cards are not common in France. So you're saying you have cards, but it's not credit. Okay. I am surprised about that. I'm like, I've heard credit cards aren't really a thing, like, to the degree that they are in the United States. But it's as an American, it's kind of hard to imagine that, of course. It's just American shit. But it's probably for the best. Credit cards, have fucked over some of my friends when it comes to, like, their credit score and shit like that. Like, I have some friends that have absolutely been fucked over by credit cards, and they just didn't realize how big of a deal, like, credit cards would be on their credit score, and now it's, like, fucking taking years to work back up kind of thing. And it's fucked. I am very thankful to have had parents that have been and still are very vocal on personal finance and retirement and investing and having a good credit score. I'm very thankful for that. Like, I know I love saying that I have $5,000 in credit card debt and I'm not paying it back. Fact of the matter is that I try to stay as responsible as possible with my credit cards. I pay it off every chance I get. And when I say every chance I get, I mean at minimum once a month. I never spend more on my credit card than I have in my bank account. I use my credit card as a way to build up credit score so I can get a loan if I want to get a loan for a house or a car or something like that kind of thing. That's what I use my credit card for. I don't have many forms of credit. I don't want to have many forms of credit. I would prefer to never have to get a loan for fucking anything. I fucking hate loans. They're fucking dog shit. I hate paying interest. But it's good to have just as a just in case kind of thing. And so I have genuinely been working on my credit score and trying to get it up and everything like that. And it is up. I'm pretty fucking happy with where it is right now. But it is one of those things where credit cards are fucking absolutely so predatory. And I am very thankful that I have parents that taught me personal finance from a very young age, taught me to be responsible with my money from a very young age. And I'm just very thankful for that in general, kind of thing. We ain't paying no matter what. Damn motherfucker right. That's what the fuck I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Yes, sir. Once you pass the 750 credit score, you're good? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying. It's a poor people thing. Your parents don't recommend you having one, but since I realize I don't gain enough, I don't want one. I mean, like, yeah, credit cards, it's one of those things where a lot of times there's just not enough benefits for the risk kind of thing. I really feel like there's not enough benefits for the risk. And with the credit cards I have right now, there's really not a lot of benefits to using a credit card over debit. The main reason I use credit cards over debit cards is honestly filling up my car with gasoline. And that's really the main point I use my credit cards for. The main thing I'm worried about with a credit card is the main thing I'm worried about when I pay with a card anywhere, no matter whether it's a debit card or a credit card, is that somebody will have a scanner on it and they will just get your information and start fucking bleeding your account dry. I don't want that to happen. So anytime I feel like my credit card might be at risk, especially at gas pumps, I always use my credit card, because if somebody starts taking out money out of your credit card, it's very obvious they're doing so. And since it's not actually ever coming out of your debit account or your checking account or your savings account, it's super easy for the bank to give you that money back because they realize it was a fucking scam. And so for me, that the credit card is just that second level of like being careful and making sure there's no like scanners on gas pumps and shit like that kind of thing. Or if there is a scanner, I don't get fucked up. That's one of the main reasons why I'm glad I have a credit card, and that's why it's kind of worth it to me. But like, frankly put, if like credit card scanners were no issue and credit scores were not a thing that I cared about, I'd be using a debit card every time because fuck it. Credit cards are so fucking predatory, and I hate having to like manually, and I know I can set it up with my bank to like have it auto draw, but it's kind of a pain in the ass to set it up, so I just pay it off every month manually. But like, credit cards are a pain in the ass, but for me, like, it's kind of worth it. Jacob Finance Jones right here. I didn't mean to talk finance when I started the stream, but fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. Did I think of joining the military? It was a thought that actually passed my mind for a while before the end of high school, because I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do before the end of high school. My parents wanted me to go to college, and that is what I ended up doing. I ended up going to college. I got a degree in a couple years. I've got a bachelor in business administration, focus on marketing, but I was just trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And my parents wanted me to go to college, but if I had gone to the military, they wouldn't have complained, kind of thing. On both sides of my family, my grandparents were in the military, kind of thing. My grandparents, they both served, kind of thing. And so my parents would not have had a particular issue with me if I wanted to join the military by any means. And I have had a drafter come up to me and be like, yo, man, do you want to join the military? And I was like, nah, I'm okay. I don't want to join the Army. If I was going to join the military, it'd be the Navy or Air Force. Preferably the Navy. Because that's where you get the fucking best benefits, and that's the easiest job. Shout out the Navy. If y'all want to join the military, the Navy is the best bet. Unless you want to be infantry, and then that's a different story. If you're interested in being infantry, then you got to go infantry. For me, though, I want to be logistics. If I was to join the military, it would be logistics. That's just more my speed. I would not handle being on the front lines very well. It's just not what I'm built for. But I just decided the military is not something I can handle. It's not for me. I can absolutely understand if it's for somebody else, kind of thing. If you want to join the military, hey, fucking go for it, kind of thing. You do you type of business. But it's not for me. I don't think I could handle it personally, and I am personally very happy with the process that I've taken through life. The military, it's not for me. It's not for me. But yeah. Doesn't the U.S. have the draft? You're in the military whether you want to or not. Well, so okay. So the U.S. does have the draft technically, but it's not a draft like, let's say. I'm trying to think of countries that have, like South Korea, for example. South Korea has a draft where there's a lottery as to whether you get into the military or not. And I know it's controversial, but Israel does have a draft where you're in the military no matter what, unless you have like major health concerns. The United States does have a draft. There is a draft written into law, kind of thing. So if there was a war that happened, let's say something happened, a country declares war against the United States, and they need more people, there would be a draft, just like there was in Vietnam, just like there was in World War II, World War I, stuff like that. And anybody who is applicable for that, and that's that kind of thing. However, there is no government-mandated military service in the United States, which I think is more what you're referring to. There isn't any of that. So that's not something I had to worry about. Vaughn, Oni, you're saying you're going Army by next year? Hey, hope you have a good experience, my man. Hope you have a good experience. Infantry? You're bolder than I. I couldn't do it myself. I couldn't. There ain't no way in hell I could do infantry. I am not built for the front lines. I would get fucking... I would die so motherfucking fast. I'm just gonna be straight with y'all. I would be like 6 hours without a cigarette out of it, and I would just like fucking stand up in the motherfucking trenches, and I would get fucking sniped. I am not nearly aware of my surroundings to survive in the military. Just straight up, y'all. Nah, going for nursing? Yo, shout out nursing. When I was in college, one of my roommates was in nursing. And let me tell y'all what, he was the only guy in most of his classes. In most of his classes, he was the only guy in nursing. Let me just leave it at, he pulled hella hose. And I low-key think that was his goal with going to nursing. Yo, big ball of moves, for real, for real. But yeah, I actually did genuinely consider the military as an option when I was going out of high school. I wanted to consider all options, just no matter what kind of thing. It was something I considered, but it was something that I just decided. I was just like, I just am not built for the military. It's something I'm not built for. I don't think I could really go through it personally. While both my grandparents did serve, I am not from a quote-unquote military family, so there was really no pressure to go into the military by any means, and it's just something that I don't think I could really handle very well, I'll acknowledge. So that's pretty much all it came down to. I just didn't think I could handle being in the military very well, and that's what it ended up being for why I didn't go into the military. Male nurses get jobs, though? Oh, no, fucking absolutely they do. Because hospitals need that fucking diversity bill kind of thing. They need that shit. They're like, man, we got 1 million women nurses. We need some fucking guys in here. And so they absolutely... Guy nurses get fucking hella jobs. If you're a guy nurse, you ain't never gonna have to worry about a job. Like, genuinely. So, big ball of moves. How you doing tonight, Big Step? Hey, I'm doing good. Hope the same for you, my man. I'm having a great time. Having some smokes. I just finished off my first drink of the stream. And, I'm having a great one. Or, my first alcoholic drink of the stream. I did have a Dr. Pepper beforehand. But I finished off my first drink of the stream. Alcoholic drink of the stream. And I'm having an amazing one. I hope you all are having an amazing one as well. Excuse me. Would I ever consider growing my hair out again, like when I was younger? I like having buzz cuts. I also like having long hair, but buzz cuts are just so easy. And while I liked having long hair, I like having a buzz cut and just getting it cut every once in a while. Even more. It's just so easy. So for the moment, and things could change, but for the moment, I would not consider growing my hair out again. If something changes, something changes. If I want to grow out my hair again, I'll grow out my hair again. But for the moment, I enjoy having short hair, I'll acknowledge. I do. Yo, appreciate the dono. I just realized I missed a dono from 5 minutes ago. My bad. Appreciate the dono. Hershey's McFlurry fucker. How's it going, my man? Hope you're doing well. Appreciate the $2.69. You know what I'm saying? You're saying, Jacob, what's your favorite McFlurry flavor? Not Hershey's McFlurry. Not Oreo McFlurry. Not M&M McFlurry. I don't like McFlurries. I am not saying I like McFlurries. One, because I've actually never had one. I actually genuinely don't know if I like McFlurries because I've genuinely never had one before. I know it might be hard to believe. I have actually never had a McFlurry before. Genuinely. And the reason number two why I'm not saying what McFlurry I like is because the next dono you send through is going to be whatever McFlurry I say I like. And you're going to say, you're fucking the McFlurry I like. So I don't like any McFlurries. I got you there. I know your train of thought. I know what's going on. You can't get me, bro. Yeah, I got him in the act. I know what's going on. Appreciate the dono, though. Once again, Mr. Hershey's McFlurry fucker. Appreciate the dono, my man. Appreciate the $2.69, you know what I'm saying? Man, my fucking cigarette went out. What the fuck? Ever try sushi? I fucking love sushi, bro. It's like my second favorite food of all... No, I'm gonna actually have to say. Is it my favorite food of all time? I do like pizza. I do like steak. Steak is fucking lit. I like carne asada as well. Well, carne asada is steak. I do like my fried rice. Sushi is one of my favorite. Sushi is one of my favorite foods. I have tried sushi before. I fucking love sushi. Sushi's fucking gas. And if you want to see a video of me eating a fuck ton of sushi, 20 pieces of sushi to be precise, go check out a video I recently posted on my YouTube channel, Jacob Jones Money, and just search up eating dinner at a conveyor belt sushi restaurant in Japan. I think that's what the title is, if I remember correctly. I ate $10 of sushi and drank a highball for $10.83, I think it was. A fucking lit ass deal. It was some motherfucking good sushi too. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Sushi is some motherfucking gas. I love my sushi. Italian and Japanese food goated? Not for real. I'm not gonna lie though, I also love my chicken burgers and my motherfucking like BLTs. It's basic food, but it's so fucking fire. Give me a roast beef sandwich. Sheesh, that shit fucking hits, bruh. That shit fucking hits. XTT Jordan, you're saying your wife makes an awesome BLT? Fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yeah. Like, what I'd be going for is, like, bread on top. And I fucking, like, both pieces of bread. Bread on the top, bread on the bottom. And I fucking lather that shit in motherfucking mayo. I put mayo all over that shit. And then I do just a little bit of lettuce. Some nice, thinly sliced tomato. Bunch of bacon. And then to add on to the BLT, add a little bit of roast beef. And then there's my other slice of bread. And that shit is motherfucking delicious. 2 of those sandwiches and I'm full. Fucking fire. Mayo everywhere. Not for real. Try turkey bacon, it's better. I have had turkey bacon before. I'm actually not a fan. I don't like turkey bacon. I'm not an enthusiast of the texture. Or the taste. I'm just not a fan of turkey bacon. I understand why some people might like it. It is halal. Bacon after all. However, I am personally not a fan of turkey bacon. Do I like Portal? Like the game? Yeah, Portal's gas. Portal is good shit. I need to do another Portal stream. I did a Portal stream like last December. I need to do another one. I need to play through it again. It's fucking fire. I love Portal. Portal 1, Portal 2, they're both like fucking classics. I know it feels weird to say that Portal and Portal 2 are classics, but it's been over 10 years since Portal 2 was released. It's a fucking classic. They're fucking fire. Such good games. Genuinely some of the best. Up there with Minecraft. Have I tried French tartare? Never heard of it before. I don't know what that is. You're gonna have to explain what that is. Portal is in fact a classic. Not for real, it is. It really is. Stint 1, you're saying you like the BLTs but without the tomato and no lettuce. Hey, yo, I respect that. You know what I'm saying? Tartare is raw beef. Okay. I don't know if I'd be big into eating, like, uncooked beef, honestly. I think I'm good. But I do enjoy, like, beef. Like, meat. That is good stuff. Like, respect to cows. They make some delicious food. Genuinely. Shout out cows. Shout out chickens. Shout out pigs. They make some delicious stuff. Do a full stream of Wii Sports. Honestly, that would be fucking fire. I don't own a capture card. So if I was to do that, I would need a capture card. And I also would need a little bit more room than I have. for Wii Sports because you gotta like stand up and stuff. But that would be fire, and I think that would be a lot of fun. But that would be something I'd love to do in the future. No guarantees on when that's gonna happen, but I'd love to do it in the future. Tartare is minced raw beef, seasoned heavily, and it's delicious. Okay. It's a classic French dish made with raw beef that's finely chopped or ground, usually seasoned with ingredients like onions, capers, mustard, and Worcestershire sauce and herbs. Often served with raw egg yolk on top and considered, and sometimes with toast or fries on the side. Delicacy in Paris and considered very flavorful and fresh. Okay. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Sounds like I'd fucking love that shit. I'm not gonna lie. Sounds like I'd fucking love that shit. Never had it before. Never had it before. But sounds like I'd love that shit. Straight up. How long am I streaming for tonight? Probably around about 4 hours. We're at 2 hours and 19 minutes right now, so we got about an hour 40 left. But my goal right now is 4 hours. If I go a little bit over 4 hours, then I'm not stressing. But my goal, the minimum time I want to do for today's stream is 4 hours. Obviously, the meat of Tartare is fresh and okay. Seems to be okay to be eaten raw. That's like one thing where I'm kind of like nervous about it. Like when I was hanging out with Mr. Small Brand American, shout out, yo. If you guys haven't watched the Small Brand American collab videos, do so now. Well, actually, don't do so now. Stay tuned with the live stream. Stay on the live stream. But after the live stream, if you guys still have time, go watch the Small Brand American collab videos. Highly recommend. When I was chatting with Mr. Small Brand American, though, he mentioned that apparently an option in Japan you can get at some places is just raw chicken. And it's just like safe to eat raw. And I was kind of like, I don't know if I would like do that. Like I don't know if I'm willing to just like eat raw food kind of thing. Like I don't know, like that's like against everything I've ever been taught kind of thing. Like raw food, like I don't even eat steak like raw, like I don't even eat steak like medium raw. I eat steak like medium rare done. That's how I eat my steak, and it's fucking delicious. I love my steak. Like a nice, thick-cut, juicy, tender steak. Whoo! A little bit of butter on top. A little bit of, parsley. Sheesh. Bunch of fucking Himalayan rock salt. Whoo, hoo, hoo. Can't fucking beat it, bro. Can't fucking beat it. And steak is fucking easy to make as well. Fuck going to fucking Ruth Chris or Firebirds. I fucking steak at home, bro. It's fucking easy to make. I should do a video on my patent pending steak, which is like nothing at all. It's salt and parsley with fuck tons of butter. Steak is made in steak is so fucking good. But like I don't even eat steak raw. Like I'm kind of nervous to try any raw meats. It just goes against everything I've ever been taught. What's up, Pimp? How's your night going? It's going good. It's going good. I'm having a great time. I'm not gonna lie. Garlic butter, baby. Hey, you know it. You know, bro. Garlic butter, fucking gas. It's good shit. Need burger recipe? I actually am not much of a like ground beef burger person. I love chicken burgers. Chicken burgers are fire. I don't know what the fuck it is though. Ground beef fucks my stomach up. It fucks my stomach up. I don't know what the fuck it is. I do have a sensitive stomach. I really do, genuinely. Like, I don't have, like, acid reflux, but, like, if I eat something bad, I will be feeling not good in a I need to shit way the next day. I have a pretty sensitive stomach, and I will not deny that. And I don't know why ground beef fucks me up. I have tried a variety of ground beef. Just normal ground beef, grass-fed ground beef, open pasture ground beef. I have tried a variety of ground beef. It all fucks me up. I don't know what it is. Steak doesn't bother me. I'm just okay with steak. Steak is like, I feel normal. But like, ground beef fucks me up, and I don't know why. As such, I actually don't eat, like, beef burgers. I only eat chicken burgers. But, maybe I'll have to do, like, a chicken burger patent pending recipe eventually. I don't really have a recipe. Most times I eat chicken burgers, I do go out for them. But maybe I'll have to figure out how to make them myself and do a patent pending recipe. I'm not sure. Maybe that's something I'll have to do in the future. I'm gonna need a snack real quick. How's it going, Labo? You're saying first time seeing your streams and I'm loving it so far. Yo, appreciate you stopping by. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Well, you said you were. Glad to hear you enjoying my stream, my man. And hope you're having a great one. Yes, sir. You might be allergic to red meat. It's weird, though, because, like, pork doesn't bother me. Brisket doesn't bother me. Pulled pork doesn't bother me. Steak doesn't bother me. Only ground beef. Ground beef fucks me up. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it fucks me up. But, like, I'm fine with steak. Steak does not bother me. Where's your go-to for a sandwich? Your mom. Your mom makes the best sandwiches. I'm sorry, you did not deserve that. I just had the joke pop into my head and I was like, I gotta say it. I make sandwiches myself. Sandwiches are fucking overpriced at the vast majority of restaurants these days. Sandwiches are way too fucking expensive. You don't get nearly enough and they're way too fucking expensive. So I just make sandwiches myself. But don't expect to stay in Paris for more than 3 days. Don't worry. I don't want to go to Paris at all. I would love to visit France. I have no desire to go to Paris. Maybe stop in for a day to go to the Louvre. That's it. Favorite sandwich to make? BLT. Either a ham sandwich, but BLT mostly. BLT with a little bit of roast beef. I love that shit. South of France is great. I've heard so. I had a friend visit a while back, and he was talking it up. I was like, I need to visit. What is a BLT? It's a bacon, lettuce, tomato sandwich. BLT stands for bacon, lettuce, tomato. There's gas. It might be more of an American thing than not, but it's fucking gas. What are you smoking one? Are you smoking one right now? Not currently. I just finished one off a couple minutes ago. Just kind of letting the buzz dissipate a little bit. But I think I might go inside, take a piss, grab myself another mixer. I think I might mix myself another drink and have another smoke in a few minutes. What about a Tony Soprano sandwich? What is a Tony Soprano sandwich? I've watched like one episode of The Sopranos, and it was gas, but I haven't watched any more. Tony Soprano sandwich. What is that? Tony Soprano sandwich. What is that? Capicolo and vinegar pepper sandwich. The Tony Soprano. This article I'm reading makes it look really good. So you need white vinegar, water, salt, sugar, red bell pepper, yellow bell pepper, garlic clove, bay leaf, dried chili, dried oregano, black peppercorns, a little bit of provolone, and a little bit of other cheese, and capicola. I don't know what that is. I guess like probably like ground beef or some sort of ham. Or like prosciutto or something. God damn, that shit sounds fucking good. That sounds really good. I am dairy free. I have some allergies. My stomach is fucked. I'll blame my parents for it. My parents, they gave me the bad genes. Not that they aren't fucked as well. That my parents shouldn't be eating dairy either. But I am dairy free. I don't know whether I'm lactose intolerant. I've never been tested. I just know dairy fucks me up. But goddamn does that sandwich look motherfucking good. If I can get dairy-free versions of that shit, man, I'll be tempted to make it. That shit sounds so motherfucking good. God motherfucking damn. The Tony Soprano? That shit sounds motherfucking good. I will not deny that. Never had one of those. But it sounds fucking good. It sounds fucking good. Juicy farts intolerant? I mean, like, yeah, basically that's what it is. I'm not gonna lie. Basically, yeah. Because milk makes me shit. That's just how it be. Can't drink milk and not go to the bog that day? Yup. I just didn't feel like dealing with that anymore, so I just cut it out. I was like, I like to shit on a routine. I like to have my shits at planned points in the day. I don't like to have to shit, like, just immediately. Like, in the middle of a drive home. I don't want to have to pull off and go take a shit at Sheetz. No. That's why I don't eat dairy. Would I rather shit out cigarettes or piss out alcohol? Probably piss out alcohol. Probably would hurt less, honestly. I mean, like, it would probably hurt, but hurt less than cigarettes. But did I ever consider that's a source other than ingredients? I know what the source is, lactose. I don't know if I'm lactose intolerant, but I know that lactose, stuff with lactic acid and lactose in it bothers me. That's what I know. It's like, I'm all good if I'm eating, like, vegan, lactose-free stuff kind of thing. No way Jacob has said juicy farts on 2 separate occasions today. Now 3 separate occasions. What can I say? You know what I'm saying? What can I say? Shitting when you want to is an American right? True. Europeans can't imagine that because they gotta pay to take a shit. It be like that. It be like that. Every time you finish an entire pizza or a big ice cream, you immediately have to shit. I think that means that dairy bothers you. I'm not gonna lie. I think that means that dairy bothers you. Don't worry, my man. They do make vegan pizzas with vegan-free cheese or vegan cheese. And they do make a sorbet, which in my opinion is just as good as ice cream, just different. Vegan sorbet, or just sorbet in general, and vegan ice cream, gas. It's good shit. It's good shit. We've done a lot of good stuff with it in the last couple of years. It's gotten a lot better. Parmesan is usually over 99% lactose-free. I still ain't risking it. I'm dairy-free, and I'm sticking to that. I ain't risking it. What's my favorite alcohol? If you asked me like 2 years ago, it would have been hard cider. If you asked me 6 months ago, it would have been rum. But if you ask me today, which is when you're asking me, I'd have to say whiskey. To drink straight, my favorite liquor is probably bourbon. To mix into a drink, probably just straight normal whiskey. I like whiskey highballs. Whiskey and Dr. Pepper's, bourbon and Dr. Pepper's pretty gas as well. It's probably my favorite liquor right now. My favorite drink is probably a whiskey highball, with my favorite liquor being bourbon or whiskey. Bourbon is a type of whiskey, but not all bourbons are whiskey. Or sorry, all bourbons are whiskey, but not all whiskeys are bourbon. To say it correctly. But yeah, probably bourbon, then whiskey, then rum, I'd have to say. Okay, so maybe it's just your parents, but have you tried it in Japan, for example? I don't take no fucking risks. I don't take no motherfucking risks. I'm not risking shit in my motherfucking pants. That's not happening. I am not risking that. I am not risking going not dairy just to see if, or going back to dairy just to see if it bothers me. I'm not risking it. I am taking no risks. I will be dairy free for the rest of my motherfucking life. Unless they come up with something that will, like, make me 100% never be bothered by dairy ever again, I am never going back to dairy. I am taking no risks. Absolutely none at all. Ever tried lactose-free milk? Almond milk. Coconut milk. I just stick with that. I take no risks. I don't feel like shitting myself. Frankly put. It's like one thing. I'm gluten and dairy free. And dairy makes me shit. And gluten makes me not be able to take a shit. So you'd think they'd counter each other out. It doesn't work that way, though, sadly. I'm actually less afraid of getting gluten than I am of eating dairy. Because with gluten, at least, like, it makes me not shit. So, like, then I just have to worry about not shitting. But dairy makes me shit. Then I have to worry about shitting my pants. One is worse than the other. But yeah. Even ice cream? Yeah, I can't eat ice cream. Can you drink regular vodka instead of rice vodka? I mean, like, it depends on the vodka. Of course, it depends whether there's flavorings added. But I should be able to drink normal vodka. I haven't tried a lot because I'm just not a big fan of vodka. But I should be able to drink other vodka. Shitting myself at 5 p.m. in a park. Video, never? Yeah, that's never happening. I am never making a video of me doing that. Because fuck that shit. I do not want to shit my pants. Fuck that. Hell nah. I am A-okay. Thank you very much. not being able to trust a fart sucks. No, genuinely. Like, genuinely, I see comments online and they're like, I can never trust a fart. And I can trust my farts. I have no worries about when I fart. Like, if I fart, and I'm not stressing about it because I know my fart ain't gonna make me shart. But if I couldn't trust my farts, man, that would motherfucking suck. That would be like a whole, like, thing. What's your favorite workwear brand? For price and quality, Dickies. For overall, like, memories-wise, Carhartt. But I don't know, I'm going to have to say probably Dickies, just because I personally think that Dickies are better price for value these days than Carhartt. But Carhartt's pretty good as well. But I really do think Dickies are just better for the price. How did it feel about those cigarettes that had the flavor pod core things and the filters in Japan? I've tried a bunch of flavored cigarettes like that before, mainly in Mexico. Not my thing. I prefer just tobacco flavor, I'll acknowledge. I just prefer having normal tobacco cigarettes. However, I don't mind having a gummy bear flavored cigarette every once in a while, I'll acknowledge. Carhartt quality definitely went down in the recent years. I think it's only on certain items. Like, certain items are not great quality, where it's pretty obvious that Carhartt is kind of farming the production out to other companies that don't care as much. But certain items that Carhartt knows that if they fuck up, people will literally just leave the brand forever, like some of the main selling jackets, those are still, in my opinion, of equivalent quality as they were 20, 30, 40 years ago. But definitely, like, certain Carhartt items are worse quality than they would have been previously. But it is only certain items, in my personal opinion. It's not all of them, but for certain items, it's definitely that way. Swedish Nuss video when? Eventually, whenever I visit Sweden. Have you ever had any serious, like, exams for, like, figuring out allergies and stuff like that? Never. I actually haven't. I just know what bothers me, and that's just how it is. I know gluten bothers me, I know dairy bothers me, so I just stay the fuck away from them. And it's as easy as that. That's just how it be. Is the Garfield tattoo new? No, it's been around for the last, I want to say 2.5 years now. I've had it for quite a while. I quite like it. It was done by one of my friends, and I fucking love it. What can I say? I fucking love it. I need to get another tattoo soon. I haven't had a tattoo since I got the Garfield tattoo, and I certainly wouldn't mind getting another sometime eventually. Just got 3 Carhartt t-shirts today. Hell yeah, brother. Carhartt t-shirts fucking comfy, I'm not gonna lie. They're super motherfucking comfy. They're good shit. Any plans on new merch anytime soon? It's not letting me ship the previous stuff to Canada. Really? I guess maybe there's not Amazon merch in Canada. Take a look on, if you're following the USA merch link, just search for Jake fucking Jones on Canadian Amazon. If it's not there, it's not there. If it is there, it is there. Either way, if I made new merch through Amazon merch again, that would still be the case. You can order my book internationally, though. If Amazon is offered in your country, you can order my book. But for t-shirts and stuff like that, it is a different story, I will acknowledge. But I haven't made any new merch in a while. That is something I do need to do eventually, though. I wouldn't mind making another piece of new merch sometime in the future. Dig is really consistent with the quality, especially for something you can find at Walmart. No, fucking for real. Absolutely. Love the podcast with Scoblin and Small Brain American. Any more coming up? Cool to get to know you more. Hey, appreciate the kind words. Mech Morph, glad to hear you enjoyed those, my man. I had a great time making both of those, and glad to hear you enjoyed watching. Don't have any plans for the moment for any more coming up. If another one comes up, hey, I'm all for it. However, currently I don't have anything scheduled or anything like that. But if another one came up, I'd be all game, as long as it's a podcast that I am personally willing to be a part of. There are podcasts that I am not willing to be a part of. But if it's a podcast that I am willing to be a part of, and the opportunity occurs, I'm absolutely all for it. But there's nothing scheduled, nothing planned for the immediate future, let me just put it that way. Have I tried the Lane PS1 game? I've not, but I do need to eventually. It's very expensive, though. What kind of cigarettes would I say are the best for an Aftershock festival this weekend? I'm going to assume that's a music festival. Camel Crush. Just the normal Camel Crush. If you want to go a little bit more bougie, Camel Crush Bolds. What's the very first video game I ever played? Oh. I played a lot of Minecraft, but that was not the first video game I ever played. Probably Quake. Quake was probably the first video game I ever played. If I had to guess. It was probably the first. I remember playing it when I was like 6, 7 years old. Quake was probably the first video game I ever played. I don't know of any other video game that I would have played before that. Probably Quake. Probably Quake, yeah. I gotta take a motherfucking piss. So, I am gonna go take a piss, and I'll be back in like 5. Hey. How's it going? Hope all y'all doing well. Had a good piss, I'm not gonna lie. MLG Lane. Still chilling. How's it going, Lane? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying your MLG sunglasses. Looking baller as hell, if I do say so myself. You know what I'm saying? Looking baller as hell, if I do say so myself. Hope all y'all having an amazing one. It's getting a little bit chilly out here, you know what I'm saying? It is actually getting a little bit chilly out here. I could actually put on my thermals and be pretty chillin'. What is the temperature right now? I think I have my phone on. What is the temperature right now? I am curious to find out. What it's 62 right now. 60. It just went down to 61. My phone literally updated. It was like 61 degrees. It's 61 out here. It's not cold, but it is without a doubt just the slightest bit chilly. I got myself, while I was inside, a little bit of a lemon-flavored sparkling water. I'm going to crack it open, and I'm going to get myself a second drink going. I haven't been drinking that much during today's stream, especially for an outside stream. I really haven't been drinking that much alcohol. But, you know, I'm wanting a little bit more, so I'm going to have a little bit more. That should be good enough. About a shot, I'd have to say. How much is it Celsius? 15 degrees Celsius? I got no idea. I got no clue. Welcome back. Finally starting to get cold here in the east. Yes, sir. I'm glad it is. I'm done with bugs. I'm so tired of dealing with bugs. Not gonna lie. I'm so done with dealing with mosquitoes. Another cold winter looming. Hopefully it doesn't get too cold too fast, because I do want to do a bunch of outdoor streams. And I'm not willing to stream outside if it's like 25 degrees. I don't want to take my computer outside in 25 degree weather. Nor any of my electronics. I just don't feel like it's a good idea. So I hope we don't have too many 25 degree like days. It can get down to that at night. I don't care. But during the day, I'd prefer it not to. I hope it's not that cold, but excuse me. It do be getting chilly. Certainly no complaints on my behalf, I must admit. Hell yeah, Patrick McRear. Hell yeah, my man. Was Connor a chill guy? Absolutely, super chill. Great guy to chat with, great guy to chill with, great guy to grab some yakiniku with, and great guy to do some snus with, you know what I'm saying? He was chilling, he was vibing. Had a great time chatting and chilling with Connor. Mr. Small Brain American. I'm gonna miss these when these are gone. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, they smell so good. Oh man, they smell so good. This is like my third piece unfiltered of the stream. This smells so damn good. They smell like pipe tobacco. I love it. God damn, they smell good. They smell so motherfucking good. God damn. I need a candle that smells like that. Are you back in America already? I thought you were going to be in Japan for longer. I will acknowledge I do pre-record my videos, all of them, by some time. So I've been back in the United States for a little while now. There are lots more Japan videos to be coming up in the future. There's like over 70. I'm not going to say over 70. Okay. There's like over 50 more Japan videos coming up. So throughout the next month, a little bit over the next month, there will be many more Japan videos coming up. And I hope you're looking forward to all of them. But due to the fact that I do pre-record my videos by a little while, I am already back in the United States, I will acknowledge. How's it going, Kiwi Fruit Guy? Hope you're doing well, my man. Love the Japanese videos, Small Brain American. Hey, glad to hear you enjoyed, my man. Glad to hear you enjoyed. It's that tobacco pipe smell. Man, I need to get back and smoking tobacco pipe. I haven't had any pipe tobacco in like 4.5 months. Because I didn't bring a pipe with me when I was in Japan. Because I was like, I don't think I'm going to have a chance to smoke any pipe tobacco when I was in Japan. Besides like Kisru. And I didn't end up smoking any pipe tobacco in Japan. I definitely want to get back into it because I fucking love my pipe tobacco. I love it. It's just, the only kicker for me is that it's just not as convenient as cigarettes. Or at least, I haven't been smoking tobacco that smokes as fast as cigarettes, so I haven't found it to be as convenient as cigarettes. But Prince Albert is up there. I do like my Prince Albert. How long was I in Japan for? 86 days. And for being there for 86 days, I made over 100 videos. I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't know the exact number, but I made over 100 videos. Big ball of moves. Big ball of moves, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. If I could design my dream pairing of a tobacco blend, a specific beer, and the perfect spot to enjoy them, what would the Holy Grail Trinity look like? Oh, shit. I would probably go with... Ooh... Shit, that's hard. That's hard. That's there's so many good tobacco blends out there. That's really difficult. I would probably go for a really nice, fruity, straight Virginia tobacco blend. And I love my No, you know what? I'm going to say it. Literally American Spirit Blacks with a hard cider on a cliffside in Yosemite Park. I'm gonna say it. Either that or on the Blue Ridge Parkway. There we go. Straight up. American Spirit Blacks with a hard cider either on the Blue Ridge Parkway, on top of a fire tower, or on a cliffside in Yosemite Park. That is the ideal, right? That's the ideal. Yosemite is so goated. I've never been. I really want to visit, though. I really want to visit. I need to. Welcome back from Japan. Hey, can't complain, you know what I'm saying? Can't complain. What American Spirit cigarette would I say is the best for someone who wants something sweet? Big fan of non-additive cigarettes. American Spirit Dark Blue, American Spirit Gray, American Spirit Blacks. American Spirit Blacks can be very, very, very extremely rough at first, but once you get past the roughness and you really start paying attention to the flavor, you realize they are very sweet cigarettes. So it might not come across as sweet at first, but they are sweet. But those are the top three right there for sweetness. And American Spirits don't tend to be very sweet. Like the classic American Spirit blend, the just normal blue American Spirits, they are very much a savory cigarette in my opinion. They are not sweet. But the American Spirit Dark Blues, Grays, and Blacks are sweeter than not if you're just looking at taste. How did I manage making videos while enjoying my trip? Honestly, part of the enjoyment I get from traveling a lot of times is sharing the traveling, making videos. Now, that's not always the case. There are certainly some things that I did on the Japan trip, this latest time, where I didn't record them, and I enjoyed it just as much as I would have if I had been recording it. For example, I went to the Ghibli Park with my family because my family was in Japan with me for the first month. And I did not record my day at the Ghibli Park at all. I actually didn't make a video that day. And I honestly am, I'll acknowledge, kind of glad that I didn't worry about making a video that day. Because I made some amazing memories with my family. And I had an amazing time. It was super fun. But for me, I just enjoy making videos so much that I just have fun making videos wherever I am. Whether it's in the United States, whether I'm traveling, I just enjoy making videos about whatever I want to make videos on. And so for me, part of the enjoyment of traveling certainly is making videos, because I just enjoy making videos that much, and it's really as simple as that in all honesty. It really is as simple as that. I just enjoy making videos to that much of a degree, I'll acknowledge. But good question. Ludmila, good question. Appreciate the question. That's a very interesting question. And the answer is nothing terribly crazy. But it really all does just boil down to the fact that I love making videos. And I don't not love making videos just because I'm in a certain place of the world. I love making videos in the United States. I love making videos in Mexico. I love making videos in Japan. I love making videos wherever I am. And I just enjoy making videos. It's a lot of fun. I love making YouTube videos. That's great, dude. You found what makes you happy? Exactly. I got no complaints on my behalf. Been loving the Japan saga. Hey, glad to hear you enjoying, my man. Glad to hear you've been enjoying. Lots more coming up in the future. Coming up in, I would have to say, probably like 4 or 5 days, we're going to have videos from Okinawa. I recorded a lot of videos in Okinawa. I was there for a week, but I recorded a lot of videos, so there's more than a week's worth of videos. And I hope you all enjoy those as well. Okinawa was super interesting to visit. It was so different than any other Japanese area I've ever been to. Excuse me. It was very, very, very unique. I really enjoyed visiting Okinawa, and one aspect of Okinawa I really liked, and anybody in the military who's stationed from Okinawa knows what I'm talking about. Or if you guys have just in general been to Okinawa, y'all know what I'm talking about. The architecture in Okinawa is super interesting. It's kind of almost, for some buildings, brutalist, which is something that you just don't see in the rest of Japan, generally speaking. So just really, really, really cool stuff. And I'm looking forward to posting all the videos from Okinawa. Hope you all enjoy those as well, of course. Did I bum cigarettes from strangers when I was in high school? Not from strangers, no, but from friends, yes. Let me just put it that way. I did not bum cigarettes from any strangers, but I absolutely bummed cigarettes from friends. Isn't Okinawa where the majority of the U.S. bases are? Yes, that is correct. There are a bunch of military bases there are a bunch of American military bases in Japan, and the rest of Japan from Okinawa as well. But the majority of them are in Okinawa. And that's where most of them are. What's my Jacob Jones money daily routine? I wake up, get out of bed, get dressed. I go to the bathroom. I shave. Sometimes I don't always shave, like, super clean. Sometimes I'll just trim what's going on right here. And then after that, I brush my teeth. I wash my face. I moisturize. My face gets hella dry if I don't moisturize, so I always be moisturizing. And then after that, I go make breakfast. My general breakfast, and pretty much what I eat for breakfast every day, is scrambled eggs and brown and served breakfast sausage. After I have that, I go have my first cigarette of the day. Sometimes I have 2 cigarettes. Sometimes I have 1. And then after that, frankly put, I go take a shit. And then I either record at where I live, or I go to a public park and I record there. When I get to the public park, I make some TikToks. as I upload 2 TikToks a day. So I make sure I always get TikToks done before I start recording. It's a little bit of a warm-up before I make the YouTube video for the day. After the TikToks, I go ahead and record the YouTube video for the day. If I have another idea, maybe I'll make that as well. But generally speaking, in the United States, I just make 1 video a day. After that, run by the grocery store, run by anywhere I need to go back home, edit, and eat dinner. If I get back home early enough, I eat lunch at home, edit a bunch, eat dinner eventually, and before bed, I tend to take a shower, watch an hour or 2 of anime, depending on time. Sometimes I'll watch anime, sometimes I don't, but if I have time to watch some anime, I'll catch up on whatever I'm watching at that time, and then I go to bed. And that's really all there is to it. That's the Jacob Jones routine right there. Of course, there are other stuff that I didn't mention as well. When I do reviews, I do research on the brands. If it's my first time trying a brand, I tend to do a good amount of research on whatever I'm smoking to figure out what I am experiencing. Has the brand been around for 100 years? Has it been around for 5 years? I don't know. So I do a bunch of research, write up stuff. This can take anywhere from 15 minutes to 2 hours. I've certainly spent more time than that researching brands for videos in the past. Editing can take anywhere between 30 minutes to like 8 hours. Some of the videos I've been making these days have been like over 10-hour editing session videos. The video I made for Miyajima, that was like 20 hours, I want to say, total. There's a lot. I had like 9 hours of video to work through. But it was a lot of fun editing. I do enjoy editing, I'll acknowledge. But that's overall the routine right there, I'll acknowledge. Do I read manga? I don't, but I do want to pick up some manga in the future. There aren't an insane amount of manga that I am like, I have to read this. But there is a handful of manga that I'm like, I really want to read this. Girls Last Tour is the main one. Girls Last Tour is absolutely my top pick for manga that I absolutely want to read. I love the anime. It's one of my favorite animes of all time. I love Girls Last Tour. I think it's super chill. It's kind of like, oh man, I don't know if you guys have watched it, but it's one of those anime that is very melancholic, and I think that's very interesting. There's not a lot of melancholic anime out there. I mean, like, there's a handful. It's like Girls Last Tour, Kino's Journey, and a couple others as well. And I really, and like Mushishi as well is very melancholic. And I really enjoy the sort of melancholy that anime can provide, and television and movies can provide at times. I really enjoy that. And Girls Last Tour is one of my favorite anime of all time. Right up there with Yuru Camp, Mushishi, Fullmetal Brotherhood. Fucking amazing. Girls Last Tour, I need to read the manga because the anime has not been fully adapted. Probably is not going to be fully adapted for some time, if it will ever be fully adapted. And so I really need to I really need to read the manga. Other than that, probably City. It's written by the same guy who did Nishijo. I really want to read that as well, along with a bunch of other manga as well. Off the top of my head, I can't remember any of them, but there's like a handful of manga I want to read. What is Jacob F. and Jones's favorite anime? Yuru Camp. So chill, just a motherfucking vibe, and I like it. I like Yuru Camp a lot. It's a really chill anime. I watched the first season a couple years after it released, and since watching that, I have kept up to date with every season as it's been releasing, and it's fire. Yuru Camp is so chill, so relaxing, frankly put, fucking fantastic. It's just it is, in my opinion, one of the best anime to sit down and smoke and drink while watching. It's not one of those anime where you need to be constantly paying attention. There are certainly anime like that. Yuru Camp is one of those anime where it's just sit back, relax, chill, and enjoy the vibe. And I really appreciate that. Yeah, how's it going, Shring? Hope you're doing well, my man. Hope you're doing well. You're saying hey from Nepal. Hope you're doing well, my man. Got to try some Nepalese cigarettes eventually, not going to lie. Got to try some eventually. And hope you all doing good in Nepal with what's going on right now over there. Political wise. Hope you all doing good over there. Staying safe, everything like that. Hope you're enjoying the stream as well. Yes, sir. Hope you're enjoying your morning, afternoon, my man. Yes, sir. Gonna make a video on hookah. I actually already have. Made a video on hookah. That was my, oh man, was it 200 or 300k sub special? I can't remember which one it was. Excuse me. But I have made a video on hookah before. I think it's titled Smoking Hookah for the First Time in 3 or 4 years, or something like that. Can't remember. But I have made a video on hookah before, and I do highly recommend it, of course. It is honestly one of the videos I am the most proud of. I am very proud of that video. There are videos that I am extremely proud of, and that is one of them. I'm very happy with that video. Am I Sigma? I don't know. Is that really for somebody who is themselves to say? Can somebody really define themselves as Sigma? I think it's more of a public perception as to whether somebody is Sigma or not, rather than their own personal perception. So I'll let y'all decide that for me. But big ballin'. I think I'm big ballin' personally. Let me just put it that way. Yeah, how's it going, Alex Shepard? You're saying greetings from Malaysia. Hey, hope you're enjoying the time there, my man. I need to visit Malaysia eventually. Need to visit a lot of Oceania. Need to visit Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia. Need to visit a lot of Oceania, I'm not going to lie. The Philippines? I need to visit the Philippines as well. Cheap cigarettes. Chill people. I need to visit. Believe it or not, I am actually part Indonesian. Believe it or not. Like, I'm like 25% Indonesian. I'm joking. I'm not. I'm actually Filipino. I'm not. I am motherfucker. I'm white. I'm white. Y'all see me? I'm motherfucking Casper the Ghost. I'm white as fuck. I'm half Indonesian. Yes, sir, Andre. Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying. Philippines is extremely chill, extremely cheap, great people. I need to visit. I've heard nothing but great things about visiting the Philippines. I need to stop by. Konnichiwa from Naha, Okinawa. Jacob, looking forward to your new Okinawa videos. Hey, glad to hear you are, Drake. Glad to hear you are, my man. I am looking forward to posting them. Had a great time in Okinawa, not going to lie. It was raining a couple days I was there, but that didn't stop me from having an amazing time. Let me tell y'all what. Okinawa, super cool place, and I definitely want to visit. I really only spent time on the main island of Okinawa, especially around Naha. But if I have the chance in the future, I'd love to visit other islands as well. It was a fantastic time. I had a great time on Naha. I had a great time, in Naha. I had a great time in Okinawa. And I'm very excited to post all the videos from Okinawa in the future. There's some good ones. Look forward to them, you know what I'm saying? Look forward to them. Yes, sir. Big fan from Ireland. Hope you come over here to drink for a day one day. Or hope you come over here for a drink one day. Hey. Hope I'm able to make the journey over there eventually as well. Ireland, I'll acknowledge, it's a bit out of my price range as of this moment in time. But whenever the opportunity occurs, I will be there. I need to visit. Do you know about the Zevent French streamers? But it's so big. We've seen some international people. I don't know about the Zevent. I'm gonna just Google it real quick because I actually don't. Is that like a streaming platform? I have no idea. Zevent. Zevent. What is Zevent? It's a francophone charity project created by Adrian Nogaret and Alexandre Dacary. Okay. I have... goal is to bring together French streamers to collect donations that will support a charity. Okay. Very cool, very cool. I've never heard of it. before. I've never heard of the Zevent before. But very cool, very cool. Hey, I absolutely respect, like, charity live streams and everything like that. Absolutely respect that. I did not know about that until now, but now I do know about that. Now I do know about that. Any thrift videos soon? Not anytime soon. I wouldn't mind making some thrift videos eventually, though. Maybe doing a day where I'm going out and thrifting and stuff like that kind of thing. Yeah, it could be fun. Could be fun. But not for the moment, no. Not for the moment. Will vouch for the Philippines. Smoking culture is huge there. Since cigarettes are so cheap, hey, it makes sense. Same with Indonesia. And from what I've heard, Malaysia smoking culture is pretty huge as well. Definitely need to visit eventually. What do I want to have next? I want to have a smoke. Ooh, what am I thinking next? The Peace are kind of calling my name again. I've had like 3, maybe 4 today. I'm going to have another one. Another one. I'm going to have another one. These are so fucking fire. They're so fucking fire. Gotta admit, one of my favorite smokes of all time. I'm going to have another one. I'd might as well have another one. So I'm going to have another one. I'm going to have another one. He's lit right now, ain't he? I am pretty buzzed right now. I will not deny that. Which side? There we go. About to say, which side should I smoke this cigarette from? This side. This is the side I should smoke the cigarette from. But, you know, I am mildly lit right now. I will not deny that. And when I say mildly lit, I mean pretty lit. I've got a nice buzz going. I'm not, like, drunk, per se, but I'm pretty buzzed. Any album recommendations? Time and Place by Kira Benito is my favorite album of all time. Second favorite album of all time is Random Access Memories by Daft Punk. Third favorite album of all time is Interstellar 555, once again by Daft Punk. Those are really my top 3 album recommendations right there. Random Access Memories is fucking beautiful. I don't generally describe, I mean, like, all music is art in some way, shape, or form. In fact, if you really want to have a broad perspective about it, everything is art in some way, shape, or form. But when I think of music as being an art, I think of classical music. And in my opinion, Random Access Memories by Daft Punk is the closest modern music has gotten to, like, classical music. And when I say modern music, I don't mean, like, modern classical music, because that is still classical music. I mean, like, modern music with, like, synths and being made on a computer and stuff like that kind of thing. Like, in my opinion, Random Access Memories by Daft Punk is the closest we have gotten to the beauty of classical music. I don't know if that's a controversial take or not. I have no idea. But I fucking love Random Access Memories.
Ryan donated $4.20. I'm back, bro. Finished my crowns and cream sodas. All that's left is tequila time to chase with Sprite. Sneering face emoji.
Yes, sir. Yo, how's it going? SMTX Ryan. How's it going, my man? Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoyed your Crown Royale and cream soda, my man. I have never tried Crown Royale before. I got a fuck ton of Crown bags that I just got for free from the liquor store. Like, they had like a pile of boxes at the end of the store and a bunch of Crown Royale bags on top. And I was like, I saw them and I was like, yo, can I just take these Crown Royale bags? I was like, can I just take these? And they were like, fuck yeah, we don't care. And so I took like 6 Crown Royale bags at once. I have like fucking 8 Crown Royale bags that I'm just not using. I fucking love that. But I've never actually had Crown Royale before. I need to try it. I need to see whether I can try it. Hope you enjoyed your Crown and Cream soda, my man. Hope you enjoyed your Crown and Cream soda. And hope you enjoy the tequila you're going to have in a little while. You know what I'm saying? Hope you enjoy the tequila you're going to have in a little while. What's the tequila you got? Tres Agaves, Don Julio, maybe something else. If you haven't tried Mezcal yet, hey, Mezcal, I'm not going to lie. I actually like Mezcal more than tequila. It's so fucking fire. Mezcal is so, it's like I think the best way to describe Mezcal is that it is the whiskey of agave. Mezcal is the whiskey of agave. It's so fucking fire. It's so, I need to try more Mezcals. I have one inside. I have had it for like the last 6 months. I haven't tried it. I need to try it. I'll have to make a video on it. Mezcal is gas. I've got a full video on mezcal. It's made with agave, just like tequila, but it's made with a different process. And I do really, really, really like it. But I do need to try more mezcal. But mezcal is gas. If you haven't tried it, highly recommend. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that I highly recommend. If you haven't tried it and you enjoy tequila, could be something to try in the future. Let me just put it that way. But hope you enjoy tequila, my man. Hope you enjoy Sprite. And appreciate the dono. SMTX Ryan. Appreciate the photos, 20 cents, my man. Hope you're enjoying your drinks and hope you're having a great time as a whole. You know what? I'll drink to that. Yes, sir. No complaints on my behalf. None at all. Lately, my thing is Crown Apple with some Sprite. Don't drink much, but I'm a whiskey guy. I've never tried Crown, so I can't say how Crown is in my personal opinion, but whiskey is pretty gas. If you haven't had one in the past, whiskey highballs are so cheap and so easy. Like, I don't know where you're located. I don't know if you're in Canada or if you're in the United States or if you're in somewhere else around the world, but if you're in the Americas, if you're in the United States to be precise, mellow corn, Kentucky straight corn whiskey should be able to be found somewhat readily. Somewhat. I'm not going to say that it can be found regularly, but somewhat readily. In my local area, this is $19.95 for 750 milliliters. What I do is I take it, and I take a Pizza Hut glass like this, and then I pour in about a shot's worth, and then I just fill up the rest of it with a can of lemon flavored. I just pour in a full can, an entire can, 350 milliliters, of lemon-flavored carbonated water. And then I just drink it like that. And it's super fucking easy to drink. Gets you loaded with no sugar. Like, don't get me wrong. I love my alcohol with sugar. But sometimes I just don't want alcohol with sugar. And I just want alcohol, but like not straight. I just want alcohol that's like mixed, but no sugar. And a whiskey highball is so good for that. It's so good for that. Excuse me. If you haven't had one, hey. Yeah, I think the sugar's a headache. It can get to that point. Like, I really enjoy having, like, one or two, like, wine and cokes, or, like, Dr. Pepper and bourbons, and stuff like that, or vodka Sprites. I really enjoy having my soda, like, soda, and alcohol. I really enjoy that sort of stuff. But once I have two, I'm done. I can't have any more. It's just too much sugar for me. And whiskey highballs have really filled that, like, if I want more alcohol, I can have more without having to drink it straight. And it still tastes amazing. Because the lemon carbonated water, I mean, like, there's a little bit of lemon flavor covering up the whiskey flavor, but you can still taste the whiskey under that. So I can still taste the whiskey. It tastes great. But I'm not getting any sugar, and that's fucking lit. Crown apple and cider might be gas. I don't know if I'm willing to mix crown apple and I don't know if I'm willing to mix crown apple and apple cider, like alcoholic apple cider. I don't know if I'm willing to mix that. Like, that might be a bit much for me. But hey, if you enjoy that, you enjoy that. I'm not dissing it. Yo, Winston. Yo, you're saying who beats to Jacob fucking Jones? Hell nah, bro. What the fuck? You're banned. You're put in timeout for 5 motherfucking minutes. Nah. Don't be saying that shit in my chat. I don't want to motherfucking hear it. I don't want to fucking know that shit. That's TMI, bro. That's TMI. Like, listen. Hey, I can't control what y'all do. I'd appreciate if y'all didn't do that. But I can't control what y'all do. But I don't need to fucking know it. I don't need to know that shit. Banned for 5 minutes. Nah. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck that shit. Hell nah, bro. Hell nah. How about the Tennessee honey? Never had Tennessee honey, honestly. Never had Jack Daniel's Tennessee honey. I've actually never had Jack Daniel's before. I need to try it eventually, if I can. There are some whiskeys I cannot drink, which have, like, added wheat and, like, gluten in afterwards. So there are some whiskeys I cannot drink. I don't know if Jack Daniels is one of them. I need to do research. I know a lot of the flavored Jack Daniels I cannot drink. But just the standard Jack Daniels, I have no idea. So I do need to check it out. I personally hate LaCroix. No, fuck LaCroix. I fucking hate LaCroix. LaCroix is fucking overpriced water. Like, that's all it is. What I do is I get fucking just like, my standard is like Wegmans brand carbonated water. I just get like the lemon flavored Wegmans brand carbonated water because there's a Wegmans in my local area and I like going to Wegmans because Wegmans kind of fire. Kind of expensive, but don't get me wrong, fire. But like any like standard like great value carbonated water will work. You don't need some fancy motherfucking water. Any lemon flavored carbonated water will work. And even if you don't want to get a lemon flavored, standard carbonated water, just plain carbonated water, cheapest carbonated water you can get will work. You do not need LaCroix. Fuck LaCroix. That shit fucking overpriced as hell. You do not need LaCroix. But just like standard store brand carbonated water, that will work all day, every day. Wegmans, not for real. Wegmans goated. Is their hot bar food way too fucking expensive? Is their sushi way too fucking expensive? Yes. But the experience of going to Wegmans, I'm not gonna lie, kind of goated. I like Wegmans. I don't mind it one bit. Have you tried a Screwball? It's a peanut butter whiskey, best served cold. So what I know of screw anything, like when it comes to alcohol, is a screwdriver, which is orange juice and vodka. I don't like that. I'm not an orange juice enthusiast. I'm not a fan. Not my thing. I don't like vodka. I don't like orange juice. Screwdrivers are not my thing. Never had a screwball before. Peanut butter whiskey served cold. That sounds interesting. But I don't know. I don't know if that's my thing. I don't know. That's something I'd have to like try to figure out whether it's my thing. I don't know if it would be though. Yeah, how's it going? Simma. How's it going, my man? You're saying discovered you on the Small Brain Pod. So happy I did. Your channel's fire. Hey, glad to hear you enjoy, my man. Glad to hear you enjoy. Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate the kind words. And glad to hear you're able to find the channel. I had a great time chatting with Connor, chatting with Mr. Small Brain American, making a couple videos with him. And I'm glad to hear that you enjoy the content on my side. Appreciate the kind words. Appreciate the support. And glad to hear that you enjoy, my man. Glad to hear that you enjoy. Yes, sir. Appreciate the kind words. Appreciate the support, my man. Appreciate you stopping by. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Peanut butter whiskey, good to try. It's something I like. If I can find one that I can drink, I need to try it. But like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I'm not really like a peanut butter person, believe it or not. I love peanut butter cookies, but I'm not a PB&J person. Don't like peanut butter jelly sandwiches. Don't like peanut butter sandwiches. Not my thing. Not my thing. But I love peanut butter cookies. They're so gas. Peanut butter cookies, ooh, motherfucking gas. So motherfucking gas. They're so motherfucking good. I don't know if I'd like peanut butter whiskey, but kind of tempted to try eventually, I'm not gonna lie. Peanut butter cookies are so good. Not for real. They're so good. I am not willing to make a video in my actual kitchen. It's fucking messy as hell. But if I can get my hands on a motherfucking easy bake oven and I can get my hands on a power supply at a public park, patent pending peanut butter cookie recipe will be coming up at that point. Because I fucking love... Actually, I could just use a toaster oven and just put it on oven setting. Then I'd have to buy a toaster oven that I would never use other than for that video, though. But then I would be able to make that video. Tempting. I'm not sure. I love my peanut butter cookies, and I'd love to share my patent pending recipe and then sue everybody who tries to copy it. That's what the fuck I'm saying. It's like a one-time type of drink in your opinion? Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Show the bottle. Is it right here? There's not as much as it appears left. It looks like I've got like that much of the bottle left when I'm showing this angle, but like in reality, it's only like that much. I've been working through this bottle for like 2 weeks. If you like peanut butter cookies, you love Screwball. Okay. I'll have to keep in mind. Appreciate the recommendation. Does Jacob Jones' money live alone? No, I live with your mom. Got him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thrift store toaster oven. True. True, though. True, though. My condolences to Biggest Bacchus. Is that a reference to Biggest Biggest Dickus? Like is that a Monty Python reference I'm hearing? Biggest Dickus? Or what is it? I can't fucking remember. Enormousus Dickusus? I can't fucking remember. Monty Python fucking goated. Life of Brian, good shit. Holy Grail, good shit. Flying Circus, good shit. Monty Python goated. Love Monty Python. It's good shit, it's good shit. I think it is Biggest Dickus, isn't it? Mom Slayer Jacob? No slang going on here. Well, poon slang, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Jacob never talks about his personal life. Yeah, I try to keep my personal life and my YouTube life separate. Just straight up. I have no problem with denying that. I do try to keep them separate. That's just what I do. Any POV videos coming up in the future? Not in the next couple months or so. But I do really enjoy making POV videos, and so there will be some coming up eventually, but I don't have any plan for this moment in time. How's it going? Road Rash 64. How's it going, my man? How's it going? Hope you're doing well, my man. Appreciate you stopping by. Hope you enjoy the live stream. Hope you have a great day. Good evening. Good evening to you as well, my man. Or, I guess for me, unless you're on the West Coast, it's good night actually, because it's like 11:21 my local area right now. God motherfucking damn. Going to Japan in a few weeks. What's the goated cigarette from Japan? Peace Original Filter, Highlights, Hope, Peace Unfiltered, The Peace, Peace Lights, Mevis Original 10, all of them goated. Excuse me. Your neighbors probably love you. I am chilling out here at 11:30 p.m. at night. I don't think my neighbors care though, honestly. I know one of my neighbors knows what I do. I was chilling out here, recording a video one time, and one of my neighbors was outside smoking a cigar, and they were like, "Do you make YouTube videos?" And I was like, "Yeah, here's my channel." So I know one of my neighbors knows what I do. I don't know if my other neighbor does, but I know one of my neighbors. Be chilling with the content kind of thing. I appreciate the support kind of thing. But I don't know if my other neighbors do, but fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. That's what I'm saying. Whatever, smoke a cigarette with a fan. Already have done that a couple times, handful of times. Not like super times, not like a super amount of times, but handful of times, yeah. Had a couple people come up and be like, "Yo, here's a cigarette." I'd be like, "Smoke it with them," kind of thing. If I ain't got nothing going on, you see me, you want to smoke a cigarette with me? Hey, hand me a cigarette. Start smoking a cigarette, and I might light up too. All depends on what's going on, though. If I'm in the middle of Walmart, I ain't lighting up a cigarette. I'm trying to get banned from Walmart. But, like, if I'm just chilling, hey, just let me know. Be like, "Yo, man, you want to smoke a cigarette?" If I'm good to smoke a cigarette, I'll let you know. If I'm not good to smoke a cigarette, I'll let you know, kind of thing. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. But, yeah, no, I've smoked a cigarette with a couple folks before who enjoy the content. And it was a great time. Just chatting, just chilling, smoking a couple cigarettes. Good times, you know what I'm saying? Can't complain, that's for sure, that's for sure. Yes, sir. Good shit. Second during the stream. Done. Good shit, you know what I'm saying? Good shit. EST time zone rules. Nah, I fucking love the Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time, goated time zone. Best time zone. Without a doubt, without a doubt. Excuse me. Don't know if you talked about it. How do you like food in Japan? It's fucking gas. It's cheap, generally. Generally good food. And goated. Food in Japan, I'm not going to lie, not spicy. It is very mellow. Like, I went to an Indian restaurant in Japan. It was like a fully vegan Indian restaurant. Excuse me. And it was like really, really, really good. But goddamn, I got the highest spice level of curry. And I was like, holy fuck, I'm going to be dying. Because, like, I get moderate spice level in the United States, and I'm fucking dying. I cannot handle spice. I am terrible at handling spice. And I get, like, the most mild spice level at an Indian restaurant in the United States. And I can't fucking handle that shit. That shit fucking kicks my ass. In Japan, though, I got the highest spice level of curry. And that shit was like nothing. It was like nothing. It was really good curry. But it wasn't spicy at all. Japanese food is not spicy. It is very mild. It's very good. But very, very, very mild spice and flavor-wise. The one way to describe Japanese cuisine, in my opinion, overall, is that it's very... what's the right way of putting it? It's very low-key. The flavors aren't crazy. They're there. They're good. But they're not crazy. I like Japanese cuisine, though. I do like Japanese cuisine. Gatorade in the bong is wild, bro. That is wild. I can't say shit, though. I've done Red Bull in a bong before. I've done Red Bull in a bong, so I'm like, I can't say shit. I can't say shit. Or I shouldn't be saying bong. Water pipe. I did a video where I smoked tobacco out of a water pipe with tobacco in it. That's what I did. Did I try any cigars in Japan? I did not know, but maybe I should have. But I did not know. What's my favorite rum? Appleton Estate 12. It's expensive, but it's damn good. Good raw, good rum and a Coke, and just good in general. It's pretty fucking solid stuff. I really enjoy it. Indian food is something you've yet to try. It's so good. Curry is so fucking good. Indian food in general is fucking fire. I'm not gonna lie, I'd be kind of scared to eat street food in India. But Indian food in the United States, I fucking love it. It's so fucking good. Absolutely one of my favorite cuisines to eat. I don't get to eat it very often because my local area is kind of expensive. But I fucking love Indian food. And it's fucking gas. It's fucking gas. It's some really good shit. Love spicy, hate the taste of curry. Ooh, ouch. Sounds like you need to go for Thai food then. Thai food is crazy spicy. Thai food is fucking crazy spicy. Like, whenever I go to a Thai restaurant, I'm like, please, like, give me the least spice possible. Thank you. And then it's still spicy. Thai food is gas. I love my Thai food as well. But it's fucking spicy as hell. It's fucking spicy as hell. I love Thai food. Yeah, Thai food is goated. So for real. It's so good. How's my liver after all these years? It's doing good. I don't drink that much. I actually haven't had a drink since the last stream. So the last stream I did was what, Saturday? I actually haven't had a drink since the last stream. Genuinely, I haven't. I have not had a drink since the last stream. Like, actually. My liver's doing good. I can't complain. Why can't you drink beer if you don't mind me asking? I'm gluten-free. Beer has gluten in it. I can't drink gluten. I can't eat gluten. I can't consume gluten. That's all there is to it. I'm gluten-free. I don't know if I have celiacs. I don't know if I'm just gluten-free, like gluten intolerant. All I know is it fucking bothers me. It fucks me up, so I don't deal with no gluten. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. Ever watched Nightmare Before Christmas? Brilliant movie. Highly recommend. I think I have seen it. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've seen it. It's Tom Burton, right? I believe I've seen it. I don't want to say anything for sure, but I'm pretty damn sure I've seen it before. It's been years since I've seen it, if I have seen it. But I'm pretty sure I've seen it. You should do the test just for cancer? For what? Oh, for like liver? Or for like gluten? I'm not sure. I'm okay. I don't drink that much alcohol. I know it might seem like I drink a lot of alcohol, but I don't. When I was in Japan, I did drink almost every day, though. I did become a little bit of an alcoholic in Japan. It's just so easy to. It's so easy to become an alcoholic in Japan. Alcohol is so fucking cheap. It's almost cheaper than fucking soda. It's almost cheaper than fucking water. And it's just so easy to become an alcoholic in Japan. So I was drinking like every day in Japan. Almost every day in Japan. Like for a while there, like I had like a 2-week period where I literally drank every day. But now that I'm back in the United States and alcohol is a bit more expensive, I haven't been doing that. Yeah. Yo, how's it going? Dilithium1. How's it going, my man? I gotta put on my glasses. My eyes are starting to be like, screen time? No. I'm gonna put on my glasses real quick. Don't like Japanese liquor? I'm like, you don't have to like Japanese liquor. But Japanese alcohol is gas. Japanese liquor and Japanese alcohol are two very different things. Liquor is liquor, alcohol is alcohol. That's just how it is. Okay, you're just referring to Japanese alcohol in general. Oh shit, I forgot. I need to get one of these out. I really like... I dropped my cigarette filter. Where the fuck did it go? Like, I don't want to smoke out of it anymore. I just don't want to, like, litter. But, like, I also don't want to step down here, because, like, the dog be hella shitting. Where the fuck did it go? I genuinely don't see it. Ah, fuck, man. Shit, man. Damn it. I don't know where the fuck that cigarette filter went. I have no motherfucking idea. I'm looking right now. I'm looking for it. It fell off the porch and I have no motherfucking idea where it went. I fucked up. I fucked up. I have no idea. It went somewhere. I have no clue where it went. I hate to say. God damn, I fucking hate littering. Even on my own property, I fucking hate littering. I don't like doing that shit. I don't like to litter, but I can't find it. There ain't nothing I can do about it. It is what it is. It is what it is. Activate nicotine vision? Nah, for real, bro. For real. For real. It is what it is. It is what it is. There ain't nothing I can do about it. I'm just going to shine my flashlight down there a little bit. Maybe you'll find it tomorrow when it's daylight. True. I will look for it tomorrow. I've got my flashlight with me, but it's not helping much. Not in this scenario. My flashlight helps amazingly on concrete, but not so much when there's like bushes and stuff and weeds and leaves all over the ground. Maybe it's over there. Let me check real quick. Let me check. Fuck, man. Shit, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. There ain't nothing. Man, shit just be disappearing in leaves for real. Well, It is what it is. It's on my own property. So it's one of those things where it's kind of like, shit. It is what it is. I'm just glad I'm not like in a park right now and like I fucking dropped it on the ground. I especially don't like littering when it's on my own property, but it is what it is. It is what it is. There ain't nothing I can do it. There ain't nothing I can do about it. It is what it is. I'm gonna have another one though, and I'm gonna be especially careful not to drink it. Not to drink it, not to drop it. What am I saying? I'm buzzed. I am buzzed. How did you get connected with Small Brain American? We just hit each other up. He followed me, I followed him. Started DM. And that's how it went. It was as simple as that in all honesty. Nothing terribly complex. I might be, like, way too buzzed right now. I just dropped my lighter onto the porch, and then my lighter proceeded to then slide through a hole in the porch. We're gonna have to look for the lighter. I do have a spare lighter with me, but I prefer not to use it. The good thing is, a lighter is a lot bigger. Oh, I found my lighter. A lighter is a lot bigger than a just like cigarette filter. But I'd still prefer not to litter a cigarette filter. I just don't see it, man. It is what it is. Ain't nothing I can do about it. I hate to say. I got my lighter, though. I got my lighter. That's good. It's time for a cigarette. It's time for a cigarette. Wasn't a black lighter too? It was, yeah. But I have a flashlight. Now, the reason I carry a flashlight with me, I carry an Olight i3T EOS with me at all times. Genuinely, because, like, I just drop shit when I'm smoking at night. And, like, if I need to pick it up, it makes it so much easier if I have a flashlight with me. So I carry a flashlight with me. That's why I carry a flashlight. And I do carry a black lighter with me at all times. Or it could be a different color lighter. I just carry a lighter with me at all times. If I drop my lighter, I'm fucked. I can't smoke a cigarette. So I carry a flashlight so I can find my lighter. Now, the real issue becomes when I drop my flashlight, but we'll handle that when we handle that. It hasn't happened yet. Knock on fake wood. Knock on fake wood. Cigarette of choice. Peace Unfiltered. 5010 to be precise. Peace Unfiltered 5010, baby. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir, yes, sir. No complaints on my behalf. It is, I will acknowledge, a very strong smoke. 2.3 milligrams of nicotine type of business. But, if I smoke it slowly enough, it'd be hitting different. It'd be hitting different. Yo, how's it going, Tyree? Hope you're doing well, my man. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you stopping by. So watch this work. Yo, hope you're enjoying third shift, my man. Yes, sir. Third shift kind of goated, I'm not gonna lie. Third shift, there usually ain't too much going on. Be chilling. God damn, I took one motherfucking hit of this cigarette and it got me way too buzzed. I am genuinely actually. Just going to take one hit, and I'm literally going to stub it out, and I'll just smoke the rest in a few minutes once I'm less buzzed. That got me, like, genuinely, though, that one hit got me so fucking good. The piece unfiltered. 2.3 milligrams of nicotine. God motherfucking damn, bruh. Got me buzzed. Got me buzzed, without a doubt. Picking a tobacco pipe and some tobacco. Hey. Hope you enjoy, my man. Hope you enjoy it. Not gonna lie. Pipe tobacco and tobacco pipe. Goated. Goated. Good shit, good shit. Proceeds to take another drag. True. How many cigarettes do I smoke a day? About half a pack a day. I mean, like, today has been more than usual because I have been live streaming, outside, drinking, smoking cigarettes. So I've been smoking more cigarettes than usual today. But usually, typically, it's about half a pack a day. Yeah, have a good one, Ghetto. Have a good one, my man. Have a great rest of your night. Just can't do cigarettes anymore. Hey, I respect that. I respect that. Pipe tobacco is goated. I love my tobacco, and frankly put, if I was to quit every form of tobacco, except for one, it'd be pipe tobacco. Even over cigarettes. I know that might be controversial, but if I was to quit every form of tobacco, except for one, the one type of tobacco I wouldn't quit would be pipe tobacco. That's just how it be. That's just how it be. Minecraft series has me hooked. Yo, I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to hear you enjoying the Minecraft series. MXTX Ryan. Glad to hear you enjoying the Minecraft series, my man. Glad to hear you enjoying. I've been enjoying making the Minecraft series. Doing a Minecraft Let's Play has been something that I've been thinking about doing for, well, honestly, frankly, but a couple years now. And I'm glad to be doing it. I'm glad to be doing it. I'm glad to be making a Minecraft series, and I hope you all are enjoying it. Glad to hear you're enjoying it. And it's a lot of fun. I love playing Minecraft. I love the OG Minecraft Let's Play stuff, and I'm having a lot of fun with the Minecraft Let's Play series. Let me just put it that way. What's my favorite vodka? Haku vodka. I just want to know where to buy those damn cigarettes. Japan. You gotta buy them in Japan. I can't legally or like guidelines-wise say where else you can buy them because you can't legally buy them outside of Japan. When do I think the next gaming stream will be? Not sure. Not sure. Can't say anything for sure. Cannot say anything for sure. But sometime in the future. Let me put it that way. Sometime in the future. Let me just put it that way. Do I like Mac DeMarco? He loves Minecraft and cigarettes too. I mean, like, Ode to Viceroy, goated song. I have a video where I'm smoking a Viceroy while listening to Ode to Viceroy. Highly recommend. Freaking Out the Neighborhood, goated song as well. Kind of want to listen to this music right now. I'll have to cut this portion out of the stream because, like, music will get the stream copyrighted. But, like, that's okay. It is what it is. I'll have to cut this out of the stream, but it's okay. But, yo, appreciate the dono. 888 Salmon. Hope you are enjoying the live stream. Appreciate the $1.25, my man. Appreciate the dono. You're saying, hey, Jacob, could you send... I'm a little bit buzzed. I think the cigarettes I've been smoking today have got me a little bit buzzed. I'm not going to lie. Appreciate the dono. 888 Salmon, though. Hope you're enjoying live stream. Hope you're having a great day. You're saying, hey, Jacob, could you send a shout-out to my cousin, Francis? Francis These Nuts. You're saying she's a massive fan of your channel. She loves you and your videos. Love from Ireland. Yo, appreciate the kind words. Appreciate the dono. 888 Salmon. Appreciate the support, my man. Shout out Francis. Shout out, yo. Shout out. Appreciate you stopping by, my man. Shout out Francis. Glad to hear you all enjoy the videos. And appreciate the kind words of support, my man. Appreciate the kind words of support. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out 888 Salmon. Shout out Francis. Appreciate the kind words. Appreciate the support. Hope you all enjoying the live stream. Hope you have an amazing one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Hope you're having an amazing one. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I think I'm going to answer two more questions, and then I'm going to end the stream. I'm getting a little bit tired. It's 12:07 in my local area. I'm a little bit tired, so I think two more questions, and that's going to be the stream right there. So any questions you all have, feel free to ask them. Go for it. Appreciate you stopping by. Android or iPhone? I like both. I'm not biased one way or the other, but personally, I have an iPhone because I personally find iPhone video quality to be better than Android video quality, and I use my phone to record a lot of my videos. And so video quality is a high priority of mine, and I decided that iPhone quality is what I want for videos, so it's what I have. Is the piece still my favorite Japanese cigarette? I would have to say it's not, actually. I'm going to have to make a video on this in the future, but I would actually say it's not. I would have to say my favorite Japanese cigarette these days is probably the Peace Original Filter, then Highlights, then probably Aruma. And those are probably my favorite Japanese cigarettes today. Yeah. Well, those were the 2 questions. Appreciate y'all watching. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Hope you guys have enjoyed watching today's live stream. If you guys have enjoyed watching today's live stream, of course, make sure to check out the Patreon in the description down below. I've got my channel's Patreon. It's Jacob fucking Jones on Patreon. If you guys want to see uncut videos, exclusive content, go check out the Patreon. Highly recommend stopping by. I've also got my Instagram, my book, my merch, all my other channels, all in the description down below at www.jacobfuckingjones.com. Check it all out. Appreciate y'all watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed watching. To the next one. Stay safe in peace and have a great one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying?